What are you saying about G Mangoes? What did you say? That's strange. Don't you be talking bad about G Mangoes like that. What are you even talking about? I'm so lost. And so I was on that dude Dragnut stream like 5 minutes ago, right? And he really wanted to know, like, I don't know, he said he thought I got played. He thought I got played, you know, with the whole neg situation. So I just kind of just said what it was, you know. I don't have any bad feelings towards negs or whatever. I mean, it is what it is at this point, you know what I mean? You know, I wish he took the whole peace thing a little bit more seriously, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? It's all good. Guess who? What's up, dog? Hello. How's everybody doing? How's life, guys? How's everybody today? Hello. Potatoes. Hi, how you doing? Hey, we go get you again. What's up? How's life, guys? So, I don't know what I'm exactly doing. I mean, all right. So, I got this thing I want to check out with you guys. You guys really, I don't know. Okay. So, I got a question for you guys, right? Let me get serious for a second, right? Before I even start the stream, I want to ask you guys a question. All right. So, if like, all right. So I'm not even gonna say who it is though, like, cause I just want to just like break this down for you guys. So if there's like a channel, hold on, what's up, Spooky? How you doing? Let me play music again, actually, cause it gives us a good vibe. All right, so let me say, like, let's say my channel had like say Ricardo beat his ex-wife. Oh shit, he did? Oh fuck. Damn, dog. Damn. I don't know what to say. I don't really know what's up with Ricardo. I don't really know what's up with him. I don't talk to him. He spoke to me once though, but like when he spoke to me, he you know, he was just like spoke like a normal guy. I don't really know much about him. But all right, let me ask you guys a question. By the way, if you guys want to get a link to come on, if anybody does at some point, let me know. Hold on. Mandolin Vibe says G Mangoes has a good person named Pansy, who was on his panel all the time. He puts up little girl Disney. I don't listen. I don't know about this. All right, look, I don't know about this. Look, I don't know what's going on in G Mango's world. I would probably ask him about it. I don't really know about it. But anyways, hold on. So let me guys ask you a question though. Make sure you guys like this stream up too. By the way, like this up, subscribe if you're new. So let me ask you guys a question. So if there's like a channel, right? Like say they cover like true crime and stuff. Like, say they cover, like, true crime, right? Like, say they cover true crime. Right? Say they cover true crime, but you, like, say you cover, like, you cover true crime, and you cover this missing person, right? Say there's, like, this somebody who's, like, it's a good thing that you're covering it. It's a good thing, you know? It's good. It's a good thing that you covered it. Like, that's good, you know what I mean? But, let's say during it, you, like, let's say, like, you have 1 million subscribers, and you shine light on this one small channel who has, like, 5 subscribers, like, 100 at max, right? And they're doing, like, ghost box sessions to, like, the person that's missing. Do you guys think it's fucked up for the person to shine a light on them because they have, like, 1 million subscribers? Or are you guys like, damn, yo, that person with 100 subscribers is fucked up for doing that about that missing person? You know what I mean? What do you guys think? What's your thoughts? Curious. You guys know? You guys understand what I'm saying? Or no? You guys understand what I mean? Or no? Yeah? No? You understand what I'm saying? Like, who's in the wrong there? What do you guys think? I'm trying to figure it out myself. You know? I think they're both in the wrong in that situation. Well, think about it this way too, right? Think about it this way. Okay. So let me break it down again. All right. So imagine you're watching this creator, right? They're a true crime creator. They cover missing people, stuff like that, right? So somebody goes missing, like maybe 6 years ago. You cover it and you're talking to the family, right? And then you get some information, you put it up there, and you have 1 million subscribers, right? And during that process, the family's like, hey, yo, this channel with like 100 subscribers is doing like ghost box sessions trying to say they're talking to my missing daughter, and you shine a light on it, and since you have 1 million subscribers, you send over like thousands of people being like, fuck you, kill yourself, delete this, all that type of shit. Like, do you guys think that that's okay? Or, like, who's in the wrong there? Is the person with, like, 100 subs in the wrong? Is the person with 1 million subscribers shining a light on that person wrong? What do you guys think? Do you guys think they're both wrong? Curious what you guys think. You know? Said if it's wrong and it's about a child, I think you should call it just like you guys understand what I'm saying though now? Do you guys get what I'm saying? I don't really want to say who it is about because I don't really want to say it. What's up, Dean? How you doing? The person doing the ghost box is in the wrong. They publicize it. People, I don't know. It's like it's both in that situation. All right, so I'll show you what I mean. All right, because I can show you guys what I'm saying. Like, because it did happen recently, just like last night. All right. So, like, I'm not, like, trying to, like, listen, please, nobody take this, like, I'm trying to, like, shit on this person, because they're, like, look, I think what they're doing is great, I think that what they're doing is great. It's this person named Kendall Rae, right? They're covering this, this missing person, Fawn Marie, Fawn Marie Mountain, like, we can watch it if you guys want. It's actually a pretty, like, decent, like, 50-minute long video about this missing person that happened, like, you know, in 2012, right? It's a good show, but during it, right, like, she's like, oh, but this person has been doing, like, you know, ghost box about it, but if you look in the comments, these people are fucking tearing her apart, like this girl right here, right, and she's only got, like, 500 subscribers, right, and I'm sure she got the 500 from the shout-out in that video. She's got, like, literally, like, 1,000 things here, look, truly disgusting to see, people like this try and profit socially, financially, like, she only had probably, like 20 views on it when this first happened. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? You know? Like, is it wrong to throw that many people onto somebody so low? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I don't know. Like, I know it's really good what Kendall Rae is doing by showing, you know, shining a light on this person who's missing, which is great. It's great. But I mean, they have 1 million subscribers. This person only has like fucking like 10. They probably got all their subs just now from that shout out. You know what I'm saying? And all the views on this video is like 12,000 views now from that, you know, from that shout out, like pointing her out. It's just, I just think it's strange, and all the comments are pretty horrendous at her, like saying she's despicable and all this shit. You know, I don't know. I get it that the family doesn't like it and stuff like that. But I feel like, I don't know, couldn't have this been, like, dealt with, like, behind the scenes? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, she tweeted it out and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, she tweeted it out and, like, pointed everybody over there, you know? I don't know. Whatever. Am I thinking too much about this? You know? You see, you don't like spirit box videos? Like, I think if you're just going around and doing it, it's fine. I don't think you should do spirit boxes, like, directed at people, you know? I think that's a bad idea. I don't think you should be like, oh, I'm trying to reach this person, you know? That's a bad idea. You know, like, you should never try to contact somebody that's missing. I think it's a bad move. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I think she probably should have just probably said something behind the scenes. Whatever. I mean, it's done. But, I don't know. Like, it's just weird to me, like, seeing somebody with 1 million subscribers, like, comment on somebody that's so low. It's just, like, that's like I don't know. It's just very strange. You know, I don't know, whatever. It's just like, it's like punching down. I just don't really see the point. You know what I mean? She could just DM'd her. She probably knew who she was. You know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you, she knows who she was and was probably a subscriber at one point. She probably could have been like, hey, yo, can you take these down? The family doesn't want them. She could probably just DM'd him and said that, to be fair. You know? How you doing, though, DNA? What's up? How you doing today?
I got you right where I want you at now. You are going to get in trouble. Robin can dick suck Justin. I can go out with a black girl if I want to. I will sue your fucking ass off.
Shonda Nichelle donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you, Shonda.
It also depends on if the family already reached out to the ghost box person and they refused to stop/take the vid down.
That's the thing. Like, she says in the video that the family, like, I guess the mother got creeped out by it and actually thought, like, this girl might have really been talking to her daughter. Look, let's watch the video. Let's watch the video so you guys can know what I'm saying. Let's watch the video so you guys know what I'm saying. I need you to watch it. I need you guys to know. I need your opinion on this. I really do. Because I'm not sure who's in the wrong here, or if there's anybody in the wrong, actually. I just want to know what you guys think. Let's watch it. You know? If you're not in the true crime thing, I get it. You don't have to watch it. Like, you guys don't have to watch this if you don't want to, but I just want to see what my community thinks about this. I'm really curious. crazy.
Hi guys, welcome back to
Zoom
my
in.
channel. Happy to have you here for another video.
There we go.
And for today's case, we are doing another family collaboration, except for normally I have family involved in actual video. Normally they film clips and we added.
Oh, did you just donate that like 50 bucks, Dan? Oh my god, you don't have to do that. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. You don't have to do anything like that. Seriously, I appreciate you, but you don't gotta do anything like that. Thank you so much. Damn, you're crazy.
I am Deanna has just donated $49.99 through Super Chat. Towards a new computer, winking face. I need entertainment while at work.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Dana. I hope you're having a good day, and thank you so much for that donation. Hold on, I want to show you guys. So Nicole got her channel deleted, by the way. So I guess her channel got deleted. So I don't know. Like, if you guys, I want to show your channel. I feel bad that she got her channel deleted. So if you guys want to check it out, hold on. Thank you so much. Look, there's Nicole. Nicole, there you are. There you are. And by the way, I'm really glad you and Nicole are good. By the way, thank you so much, Dina. You guys are awesome. So hold on. Let me give you guys a link so you guys can check out Nicole's channel. Just because she got deleted, I feel bad. Like, I don't know exactly what happened there, but yeah, it's crazy. Here. Here's Nicole's channel. Listen, guys, just subscribe to her channel, because I think it's terrible. She got deleted. I don't know. If we can help her get some subs back, that'd be cool. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's play this video. Let's see what you guys think.
But this time it'll be a little different. I worked with the family to get information because there is little to no coverage on this case, actually. The family member that I worked with...
It's crazy. I actually looked back to see what the coverage was on this. Like, there was only, like, I think, like, 1,000 views tops on this girl being missing, which is fucked up. It's cool that she shown, like, that Kendall put a light on. I like, respect for that. I mean, I think that's a good idea, for sure.
With to help me kind of fill in some of the blanks is actually Fawn, the victim's cousin. And she was not really involved in her life at this time, and she didn't know she was missing for a few years after she went missing. I know that sounds crazy. I'll explain everything in a bit, but she didn't feel like it would be super beneficial for her to be in the video, but she has been Fawn's advocate. She has been reaching out to a lot of content creators to cover this case because they need awareness. My friend Danielle Hallen, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know her, she's an awesome true crime YouTuber. If you don't know who she is, you're missing out. I will link her channel below. She's such a great victims advocate, and she asked me to cover this case. And when I looked into it, I was blown away at how this was handled. I mean, what a mess. And this is one of those videos where you can be an active true crime viewer. There's gonna be several things that you can do in order to help move this case along, because it's sadly really gone nowhere.
What's up, Molly? How you doing?
But before I jump into the case, I'm really excited to let you guys know about a new
How you be, Molly? How you doing?
Partnership that I am doing with Art by Jack, who some of you may remember when I did.
What's the deal with crystals, guys? Like, why do people buy crystals? Like, why? If you were to buy crystals, why? Can you guys help me understand this?
Collaboration with her for Thorn. Last year, we made a really cool rose-themed jewelry collection. She still does jewelry, but she also sells tons of beautiful.
Make sure you guys like this up, by the way. Like this up, subscribe if you're new.
Crystals. I have so many
crystals
in my home. As you can see, just in my background, crystals are all over my house. I have a huge collection. I absolutely love them. I think they're so beautiful. I love that they come right from our earth. One of my...
What's up, Clarence? I don't really know why your channel gets deleted. I don't know, but I feel bad. It sucks. Anyways, so, all right, so I'm going to ask Clarence time. Did you just get in here, Clarence? Did you just get in here just now? Anyway, so let me try to explain this to you. So so this woman, right? Her name is Kendall Rae, right? She's a true crime person. She covers that type of stuff. She went and covered this situation of this person named Fawn Marie Mountain, who's been missing since 2012, right? She's been missing since 2012, and there's been this other creator who has like acted like they spoke to Fawn, the missing person, on like the ghost box, right? And I guess the family was upset by it. But think about this too, that the channel before like she mentioned her only had like maybe like up to 100 subs tops and like maybe 100 views. So when she put Shine a Light, like she got 1 million subscribers. So when she said something about her, she got like, there's like 13,000 people who watch the views now. So like, who's in the wrong there? Is like, do you think like the person doing the ghost box or the missing person is fucked up? should she have just maybe like asked her like behind the scenes, or like do you think the public call out was definitely the way to go? What do you think? I'm just curious what you guys think. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid for thinking this. Maybe I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe like, nobody gives a fuck. I'm just curious because I just noticed it. I'm like, this is so strange. I've never seen a channel with 1 million subs call out somebody with like 100. I've just never seen it. You know what I mean? Anyways. Let me see. What do you guys think?
My favorite crystals is Mexican onyx. I have a ton of Mexican onyx in my house. So Jacqueline recently just sent me a bunch of Mexican onyx pieces and they're so beautiful.
Well, people can, like, I have a Discord if you guys didn't know. It's really easy to reach out to me, or you can just email me. What'd you think? So you guys think that the girl doing the ghost box is in the wrong? You think so? It's disrespect the family, but like I don't know, like I mean she's getting 1 million subs though. I mean, couldn't you think she could have just like maybe just reached out to her though behind the scenes? I don't know. I don't know. It's fun to collect crystals. That's why. All right, maybe that's it. All right. I mean, hey, if you like crystals, screw it. You know what I mean?
She has a huge selection and we are going to be working together to raise money for her justice now, which is very...
The only reason why I said something is because I saw the comments and these people are like ripping this girl apart. And imagine, you know, she only got like 100 subs. So I'm just like, damn, this girl is like really getting ripped apart in the comments. You know, like saying like report yourself, kill yourself, stuff like that. Like you're terrible. Like, just, I don't know. I know. I mean, I guess it is. This is pretty fucking disrespectful, but like, I don't know. Like, I mean, she only had like 100 subs. I mean, she could have just been like, I don't know, like, I don't know. It just seems to me like overkill. It's like getting like it's like getting a tank to shoot a mouse. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Anyways, spirit box is iffy.
I got you right where I want you at now. You are going to get in trouble. Robin can dick suck Justin. I can go out with a black girl if I want to. I will sue your fucking ass off.
Thank you, Royal. Thank
Crown, Royal Black, Crown, donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Spirit boxes are iffy, whether they work or not. Unreliable. Also crystals have healing purposes.
They do? Oh, well, that's awesome. Hold on, let me get... you guys should subscribe to Dina, too, by the way, if you haven't. I know she had, like, 2 different channels, so it's confusing, but... Here, I'll grab her channel. You guys should subscribe to her. Thank you so much for that donation, by the way. I appreciate it. What's up, Evil Abe? How are you doing? What's up, man? What's up? How you be? I heard it's chaos over there at G Mangoes. I heard Ricardo's having crazy issues. Like, what's going on over there, dude? Hey, are you busy right now, Abe? What are you doing? Can someone explain what's going on with Ricardo? I'm so confused. Anyways, yes, make sure you guys subscribe to Dina, all right? Hey, like this stream up, please, guys. Like this up for you, boy. Yeah, and but you guys should go subscribe to Dina. Go sub to her. She's amazing. She's nice. You know. Well, hey, what are you doing right now? Are you busy? You miss Richard? We see. I miss Richard. I hate snitches. Wait, hold on. Look. Are you busy though? Are you busy at the moment? Abe, can you come on if I give you a link? Ricardo, look. If I give you a link, will you come on? Ricardo threatened a lady named Donna and emptied out her minibar at Las Vegas. What the fuck? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, here, let me give you a link then. Oh my god, Ricardo, what you doing? What you be doing, boy? Oh my god. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. Oh man, I don't even know what you're saying. Hold on. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate you. Hold on, and we'll get back to the story in a second. I want to get Abe on here for a second and ask him some questions. You know? Hold on. All right. All right, Abe, you ready? You ready? All right, here we go. All right. You gonna be nice, Abe, right? You're not gonna be mean, right? You're not gonna be mean, right? You're not gonna be mean, Abe. You're gonna be nice. You're gonna be nice to everybody. How's everybody doing, by the way? Everybody having a good day? I hope you are. Hold on. Sheesh. What did you say? What about fake spirit box just to hurt the family? Is that what they're doing? Are they doing it just to are they doing it just to hurt the family? If that's why they're doing it, then that's completely fucked. I don't know, but if it's just like, I don't know. But I guess you really shouldn't be directing ghost box at like people who are missing anyways. That's kind of fucked. You know what I mean? To be fair, it's kind of fucked up. I don't know. What I mean though is I think she probably should have just let her know behind the scenes. Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? I think she probably should have just DM'd her and be like, hey, yo, you know, it's not cool type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. I mean, she should have called her out one way or another, but I don't know if doing it publicly with 1 million subscribers was the right way to go. I think she's gained like almost 600 subs because of it. Yeah, here's the link. Come on, man. No, yeah, I don't doubt it. I'm sure they do hurt the family. I get it. Yeah. I get it. I mean, I do ghost box and stuff, but I don't try to get anybody's, like, I'm not like, oh, hey, let me get this person's attention or that person's attention. That's, I don't know, that's just dumb. I don't think just because you say someone's name, all of a sudden you can contact them from, like, wherever the hell they were from. It just kind of makes no sense if you think about it, you know? Listen, I've done the spirit boxes. The other day, I asked like, what's your name? I got 2 responses. I didn't even know it. And then I said, is it fun being dead? I was just being an asshole. And they were like, no. Well, no, I was like, is it fun being dead? And they said no. Like, it was obviously a joke, but they kind of sound like they were pissed. Abe, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up?
Are you mad at me, Abe? Good homie?
No, I'm not mad.
You're not mad at me? Okay. I thought maybe you'd be mad at me. You know?
No.
Well, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
What's going on with this Ricardo stuff? Like, what's the situation?
Well, basically, they had a trip to Vegas and they met up with each other.
Who
and
did?
Ricardo.
Who did?
Ricardo and this woman named Donna.
Okay, so wasn't this already like a story before, though?
Yeah, Donna's told this story on Lindy Live's stream.
Okay.
Her story. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't even let her use the bathroom. She had Crohn's disease. It was real bad. He drank up all the liquor.
So he drank all up her liquor and then just what? What did he do?
He emptied out the minibar and then shit all over.
Is that Donna in the chat?
Yeah, is that her?
What is it? It says court documents were shown. Donna, do you want to come on? Oh yeah. My God, Tori,
that's where you'll get the real tea.
What's up? Yeah. What's up, Tori? How you doing? See, I love Tori. She's great. Look, I think, what do you guys think? Like, I was just talking to somebody today, and they were like, hey, what's your show like? It's like, I think it's like a mix of, like, Jerry Springer and, like, Howard Stern, kind of. Only live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think? You think that's a good, like, observation or no?
Yeah, I think you do good streams. You don't just talk about like fat chicks that eat a bunch of chicken nuggets. And
No, I go everywhere, man. I'm everywhere. You know what I mean? And some people don't like that though. Some people don't like that I stay on one top. They want me to stay on one topic. They hate that shit. It's unfortunate.
Well, if they want you to stay on the same topic, they need to donate more. They need to become a next
right,
a next tier membership.
That's right. Anyway,
you'll get your way.
So tell me about it. I don't know if Donna's gonna come on, but so tell me about this. What happened? Why are people
Ricardo threatened her.
Why are people blaming G Mangos though again? Why is it his fault? What did he do wrong?
Nah, even Lindy said he shouldn't blame G Mangos. It's between these two people. G wasn't trying to host it, but Lindy Live did, and it was really sultry.
Oh my God! Hold on a second. I got a Discord call. Hold on.
And he threatened her on a DM. There was a threatening DM.
Can you hear me? Hello? What the hell? Hello? Oh my God. I can't hear you. Someone was DMing me Discord. Alright, so he was threatening them?
Yes, there was a DM with a threatening message saying that he will take her to hell and back.
What? Why would he say that?
I don't know. He wouldn't even let her use the bathroom number 1 or 2.
Number 1 or 2? So what was she supposed to do then?
She tried to hold herself because she had this thing called Crohn's disease.
No, but
and he was trying to make it a big deal and
what
stuff.
What was she supposed to do though? That's what I mean. Like she's not supposed to
I
use the
don't know,
bathroom.
being comfortable, and then like she fell asleep, in the bed, and he took a picture of them. He took a picture of her asleep. Like that's kind of
What?
creepy.
What? Wait, why would he do that? Why?
I don't know, because maybe he wanted to look at it later and jack off to it.
Come on, stop. Is he?
I don't know.
Listen. I talked to Ricardo. He seemed. I thought he was. I thought he was in decent. Well, listen. I only had one phone conversation. To be fair, he's the one who called me to go talk to fucking G Mangoes and squash our beef. You know, and then we did.
I don't know. I think he's the inbred version of Chuck Berry.
You think he? Oh my God, Donna, are you in the chat? Do you want to come up here and tell us what happened? What's the deal? I'm lost here.
Oh,
this sounds.
Donna.
Oh my God.
Donna.
Relax, Abe. Relax. Anyway, so now the story is everybody keeps saying G Mangoes is the bad guy. That's what I keep hearing. You know? Hold on. Hello? Hello? Why can't I hear you? Hello? No, wait. Okay, wait. Can you hear me? What's up? I'm live. What's up? You not watching?
Is that Kunako Worlds?
Yeah, I'm live right now. Watch the stream. I'm live. Yeah, watch the stream. No, I'm kind of, but not really. I'm like talking to you in the phone, but nobody can hear it. I just picked up the phone. Hey, go watch the stream. All right, bye. Fucking Marie's like, she's trying to call me. She didn't know we were live. All right. So, my bad. I thought it was an emergency, Abe. I apologize. All right. So, why does everybody think G Mangoes is the bad guy? Let's bring it back to that, because people keep doing this. They're like that fucking guy G Mangoes. He just has these bad people on. He has no judgment. You know?
Yeah, a lot of people do that. Like Holly Undead says that.
Whoa! Don't be like you can't be talking bad about my girl.
No,
you can't be
I'm
talking
kidding.
bad.
I like Holly too.
Dude, Holly's great.
I like
Holly's
Holly.
great. I love Holly. I miss Holly.
We actually get along good now.
Listen, I used to do streams with Holly like every fucking day. I love Holly. Anyways, Donna, hello.
Hey, CJ, what's up?
What's up? So did this happen to you, Donna?
Yes, it did.
What is? Listen, I thought Ricardo was a good guy. You know, he's bad. He's a bad dude.
Yeah, so did I. I found out the hard way that he's not what he portrays on social media, that when he's behind the scenes, it's something totally different. We started dating. Well, we started talking back in April. It became official in June, and we've been to each other's places. We went on vacation and took trips and stuff together.
You guys went on vacation? So wait, how was the trip to Vegas, though?
It was a shit show. You'll have to watch Lindy's the first stream that we did. I think it was like 3 hours long. That's when you'll get like a real good idea as to what transpired during those months that we were together.
Oh, you were with him for a couple months then. All right, so
well, we were started talking in April, and then everything ended with the Vegas trip about a day and a half before we were supposed to leave from Vegas to go back to Chicago. That was just basically a shit show.
What did he do exactly? Can you like explain it lightly? I know you.
I don't really want to go into detail, but like I said, Lindy's hangout where I'm on there for the 3 hours. I have everything. It's like everything's written out.
Okay,
I read it all off.
I didn't even know you. I didn't know you already went and like talked about the story, but
yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Last night, because when we did that live a week ago, he was on there stating we found out that he had a domestic battery charge.
Okay,
and he said on panel. It was just him and his brother that got into a fight. Well, something wasn't jiving, wasn't making sense, and I did a little bit more digging yesterday. It took me about 5 hours, and I got the court documents from Chicago courthouse, and the domestic battery was against his wife.
Oh.
What?
Oh, man.
So he lied.
So, is Ricardo still in the community? What's he doing?
I have no clue. I really don't care at this point. I went on Lindy's last night. We revealed the court papers and the documents to prove that he lied, because everybody was sticking up for him, that he was this great guy. He'd never hurt a woman. And I was like, screw it. I'm over this. I'm tired of getting bashed.
He called me. And I thought he was decent, but he's not.
No.
He's a bad dude.
Yeah, I found out the hard way. He's totally different. He's very controlling. There was a lot of, It was bad. There was a lot of rules that I had to follow. I had to answer them properly. I made a sentence one day and ended it with a preposition, and he made me go back and restructure that sentence and repeat it to him.
Seriously?
I mean, there was.
What the hell is this?
TJ, it was
that's some fucking.
Like I said,
shit.
watch Lindy's thing. Like I said, it's about 3 hours long. Just put it on fast speed, and you'll hear some of the stuff that I had to deal with. And I said, nobody else understood that because I'm the one that was with him. We spend days at a time. You know, he's been to my house multiple times. I've been to Chicago.
What was his liquor of choice? What was his drink of choice? His poison?
No, boss. Boss 510.
Vodka
We're gonna
and beer, but mainly vodka. The hard liquor.
So he cleared.
Hard liquor was his preference.
So he cleared. He cleared the bar. He cleared everything there, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he did that the mini part, did he? I bet he. Them little shots cost a lot of goddamn money.
Can I ask you a question? No, listen. A lot of people are trying to blame G Mangoes. What's your take on that? Why? What do you think?
My take is I don't think I'm not blaming G. I don't any of the people that are coming from that chat, but I do have an issue because I feel like as a channel host that you have a certain obligation to keep your panel members in check. And if you feel that they're getting out of line, then you need to reel that in. And I'm sorry, you need to check them whether they're adults or not.
Listen, to be fair, you're right. Like if people get out, listen, I have to check people in my community all the time. I get it. But as far as people being like background checks and shit, I mean, there's not much you can really do there.
It's not that, you know CJ. I mean? When we were in Vegas and he went to break up with me in that room, he had 5 people that are always up on G's panel listening in on a group hangout phone call and heard that breakup in the whole conversation.
What the
yes.
What the fuck? Why? Why would he want?
If I try to figure out what his thought process is, I'm going to drive myself even crazier than what I already am at this point.
This is wild.
But that tells you how shady they are.
Yeah, that's
so.
So do you? All right. So look, because I hate to say this, because me and G are good, but I keep seeing people trying to like group G involved, like it's his fault or something. Like, let's get a solid answer. Do you think this has anything to do with G, or if it's just all Ricardo?
I put the responsibility on Ricardo, but I also hold those panel members that were listening in on that phone call just as responsible.
Okay. And he's been, but let me state this though, and Donna, I'm not even going to mention what happened, but he's also been on private hangouts, letting people intercept into the private hangouts and let them listen. I ain't going to name names, but that's happened as well. That's an invasion of privacy. I don't like that.
That's kind of fucked up.
And thank you, Abe, for keeping it nonchalant and just kind of evasive. But there was that somebody would be listening in to the private chats, hearing stuff. So I mean, he was disrespecting the people in that chat by letting a random person listen to private conversations.
He was disrespecting you of all. I mean, that was the worst part.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's terrible.
But there's still people out there that are still protecting him. That they're coming at me, bashing me. Like I woke up this morning and I had to listen to G bashing me for the first 45 minutes of his hangout.
Wait, what?
What?
Donna, G Mango's bashed you about what?
Last night for probably about the first 40 minutes. Listen to everything he dragged me from one end to the other.
Didn't you RSN? I missed it.
Well, hold on. I know I'm going to catch heat because this was said on my panel. Listen, if G wants to come on here and say something about this, he surely can. But
I thought that he said that he wanted to stay out of it.
No, my name was out of his mouth almost within 3 minutes of him going live, and because somebody sent me it, and it was probably about the first 30 minutes. Oh, my name Donna came out.
I mean, but was it detrimental to you, or what did he say?
It was just uncalled for.
I mean, but
just because I wouldn't panel up with him and discuss it, and because I'm making such a big issue about Ricardo. Well, I'm sorry, like I said before. Nobody can speak from my experience because all these people that want to take up for him have never ever met him in real life.
So they don't know.
Maybe G was disappointed you didn't come on his panel. You know.
Yeah, you know what?
When he gave me the chance. But when he gave me the chance to go up there was the people that had listened in on that phone call were up on that panel along with Ricardo. Why would I walk into the lion's den?
Yeah, this is rough. Listen, IP2 always wins. Just made a valid point though. They say it's hard for a streamer to know what past someone has. That's a good point though. You know what I mean?
Right, and that's why I said I don't put any blame on G. I have my own personal issues with him. So that kind of changes. That gives me my own opinion of him.
Okay.
But I'm not judging him because of the behavior of his panel members and people that he has in private.
Like,
In a sense, though, you still have a sense of responsibility as a channel host
to just
like be like, them. Yo, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, you know, that wasn't
cool.
Going on here? Yeah.
Right. You're making the channel look bad. You're making me look bad. Straighten your shit up.
Making home base look like a certain type of area.
Exactly.
This is what I was just saying, because I keep hearing people say it, and I'm not, listen, I don't like hearing that. It's not something I even want to say, by the way. Like, because me and G were good. I have no issues with him.
Right.
He called me CNN. I joked this morning about it. Whatever. I have no issue with him. This sounds like, I don't know. This sounds rough. I mean, it sounds like you and him need to have a conversation, to be fair.
I'm done with them. I've washed my hands of it. I've lost respect for him for my own reasons, and I have nothing else to say to him. I will never speak to him again.
Oh, wow. Abe, did you know it was like this?
I didn't know there was such.
Damn, dude. I didn't know it was this bad.
But maybe G feels like maybe you went to Lindy Lies instead of coming on his panel to do it.
That's my choice. I'm not obligated to give him those views and to give him that money.
But she's going where she feels comfortable, you know?
Yeah. Make you feel comfortable.
Lindy was there behind the scenes when stuff was going down with Ricardo and I, so she already had a back history of what was going on.
That shit was funny though. Ladies, did y'all hear it though? She's like,
I heard.
And by the way, if you want to threaten me, you know, she's saying, you know, she's strapped and all, and Lady don't fuck around.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I don't either. You heard me say my 9 is loaded, and I got a spare clip that's loaded. So whatever, I'm not fazed by it.
Well, listen, Boss is in the chat said, Donna, if you weren't comfortable with going up with all those people there, you would have went to G to ask him, let's just talk between you and him.
I had already lost respect for him before that. There was an incident that occurred, so I had no respect for him at that point. I don't owe him anything.
But Boss 510, she didn't want to go there because Ricardo was on the panel. I mean, you got to understand that, guys.
And then the people that were listening. And the people that were listening in on that phone call in Vegas were up on that panel too, claiming, well, they would protect me if I felt intimidated by Ricardo. Like, are you serious? You already violated my privacy, and you expect me to trust you?
To be fair,
no.
they probably should have got him off first. You know what I mean? Honestly, you know.
Nope. And I mean, so I already had a personal issue with G prior to that stuff.
I would never be like, hey, Dina, come up here while we have fucking Harold. It's just, it makes no fucking sense.
Nope.
It really makes no sense. Anyway.
Yeah. So it was like, and besides that, I already had everything in the works with Lindy behind the scenes. I just didn't tell anybody.
Okay.
And we've been working on it for a week prior. We already knew. I hadn't made up my mind that I was going to go public. Mm-hmm. It was when I started getting the threatening text behind the scenes from Ricardo, when I started getting the multiple hang-up calls that would go all through the night and stop at like 6:30 in the morning with his number on the call log. And then when he went up on that panel that night and attacked me, and then Poopa had to stir the shit and just jump in it, that's when I made up my mind, you know what? I'm about to get the ball rolling. This shit's going public. All he had to do, CJ, was leave me alone.
Yeah, I see.
He split up with me. Drop it. Don't be threatening me. Don't be calling my phone at all hours of the night and hang up calls.
I see Savage in the chat real quick. She said, "Well, shut up about it." LOL. Savage, if you want to come up, you can. Do you have something you want to say about this? And listen, if you want to let G know if he wants to come up, he can. I don't like having people talk bad about him on here. It's unfortunate. It really is.
Like I said, I'm not saying anything negative about him. I don't feel like he should be held responsible for the actions of the panel and the people that are in the private.
Yeah, but you think you should check these people, is what you're saying.
Well, to a certain extent, you should question them. Be like, yo, what are you doing? You know, I'm a channel host. You're on my panel. Sometimes you guys are running my channel. And just be like, straighten your shit up. You're giving the channel a bad name.
No, you know what? I totally agree. When that happens in my community, like if things get out of control, you gotta get rid of the fucking bad actors. I agree. I get it. Yeah. I don't know. I feel bad because I don't like again. I keep saying this. I don't like that this is happening on my panel right now, and it sucks because like I was saying, I heard it and I'm like, damn, is this really what's going on? Look, I think if he knew what was going on, I think he would have straightened it out. But I don't know. Like, is this something where he just didn't know? Abe, what do you think?
I mean, it's pretty bad when you ruin a Vegas trip. You're supposed to have fun. And
that's actually a really good point. It's actually a pretty good point.
I said this on G's though, but this does prove this does go against the old notion that what happens in Vegas.
Yeah,
stays
right.
in
Yeah,
Vegas.
did
Nah,
not
that's
stay in
bullshit.
Vegas.
Nah.
Not at all.
He's getting dragged the fuck out for real. Anyway, so has he made any fucking has he made any like appearances? Ricardo been around, or what's he been doing?
I got a screenshot. I guess he was in Poons a few days ago or something, but I don't know. I don't really care at this point. My focus is to get my head on straight, finish out this healing process, and just put it behind me. I mean, I'm over it.
That's probably the best. I get it. I'm sorry I even asked you about it. I just didn't know. I mean, all I keep hearing
Nobody
is people...
knew. CJ, I wasn't allowed to talk about it. He told me I had to keep my mouth shut.
Oh wow. Well, listen, I only had one conversation with the guy. I mean, he was nice to me. I don't know. I hate saying that because everybody's like ragging on him, but I don't know. Whatever. I don't know anything about it. But I just feel bad because people keep saying terrible things about like G, and I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah, like I said, I don't hold him responsible for any of that. You know, like I said, I have my own personal issue, you know, from why I feel the way I do towards him, but it in no means has anything to do with the panel members or with Ricardo. Not at all. I don't hold him responsible or look at him crazy. You know, you hear people like downing him saying, oh, well, you like you're housing wife beaters and pedos and stuff. I've never said that.
What's up with the pedo shit? What's up with that? Because of Harold
420.
or what?
No, 420. He's a pedo. He did something to his 4 or 5 year old. I believe it was his nephew.
Damn, dude, what's going on?
And like, the papers.
So this is why people keep like harping on G Mangos because they think he needs to like clean out his fucking community.
Because you've got Ricardo. He's proven that you know he caused bodily injury to his wife. You know that charges were filed and everything for that. Okay. You've got H-bomb. You've got 420.
Damn.
And those are the only 3 that I know of, unless there's more people that I'm just not aware of that or. Okay. You know, like giving the channel a bad name.
That's mainly just Stewie, man. That's
what do you think? What do you think?
Well, Stewie does that, and Stewie, he's like 1 enchilada short of a combo too.
Well, do these people like? Does G know about this shit, or like, what's the deal?
Oh yeah, he's aware of all of it.
Know about what?
Like the Ricardo
it's all been discussed
thing,
on public
stuff.
On his panel.
Yeah, I mean, and Ricardo hadn't been around G's lately. So.
Okay, what about the 420 guy? What about that?
Nah, hell no.
Okay, well,
yeah,
he's officially booted the fuck out.
It just, I mean, this sounds like it's a fucking. I don't think G's like, hey guys, hey pedos and fucking wife beaters, come hang out.
Yeah, and I don't think so either. You know, I really don't think so.
Hey, the reason 420 got found out because he met 2 people from home base in real life.
Well, good.
And they identified.
That's how that happened.
Good.
And they ID'd them.
That's great. That's good. You know what I mean? Carlos said it's recurring. Look, all right, boss is gonna come up. Just try to be nice, boss. Let's keep this
boss,
simple.
why are you coming up here? You ain't got shit to do with this.
Let's keep this a simple
and
conversation.
You know good goddamn well you wouldn't have went up on a fucking panel like that.
What's up?
No, I am not had anything against
If it was your ex-boyfriend up there that had cussed you out and drank all the liquor, you wouldn't have went up there.
Before you jumped on me.
Damn,
boss. What's up? What's up? What do you
got?
I wasn't even talking anything about Donna, and I said sorry to Donna.
Hold on, real quick, before you go.
On me, Abe.
All right, I just want you to be nice to her.
I don't know her to sit here and jump on her. I don't fucking agree.
You was talking shit in the chat, for Christ's sake.
Hey, boss,
no, I was not.
Boss,
you didn't
I can read, goddammit.
Well, hey,
well, obviously not.
Hey,
I can fucking read.
Tay, by the way, this isn't my community. This is G Mango's community bleeding into mine. This is not exactly my community, but I know him enough to. I want to know what's going on. You know, fuck it.
Okay,
boss.
Donna,
what do you have to say?
If you ever wait, hold on.
Don't ask.
First of all, Donna,
I'm her attorney.
No, I'm not asking her shit. Shut up, babe.
Yeah, you are. You going at Donna? goddammit.
Anyways,
don't be asking.
Anyways, Donna, I just want to tell you that I am definitely sympathetic, and I do not stand behind that bullshit at all. And if you ever got that consent, it's all I was saying yesterday was that I know those women, and they've always been good to me. And I'll take your word for it. You mean you've had a different
experience? Well, they did listen in on a phone call. I can name all 3. goddammit.
Shut up.
Did they say?
No one is talking to you, Abe.
Well, they did listen in on a fucking phone call.
Well, Abe,
and that's the situation.
You wouldn't like your phone call listening, dog.
Oh my God!
World War. Hold on. Keep it easy. Able, let's have a good conversation. World War said she didn't know about until after. So is that what happened? You didn't know until after?
I did not find out until when Lindy and I were on that panel and did the 3-hour hangout. I did not know any of that. It came out on that panel, and I broke down because Ricardo lied and said that he dropped the signal in the elevator, and he had no clue that they were on the line. Julia outed him, and she said, "I'm not lying for anybody. It was a public phone call. Ricardo knew that we were all listening in, and he made sure that the phone was out so that everybody could hear it when he broke up with me and hear my breakdown."
What was this, like a fucking joke to him? It's like,
and he wants
to
talk about
I don't know.
Ricardo likes to be on the damn commode taking a shit too with the phone on. He's a pig.
I just don't get it. Like,
I don't know
I don't know
but,
what the point was, but anyway, so.
But I just felt extremely violated.
Boss, how do you
and
feel?
I'm sorry that happened.
What do you think?
I don't like how that fucking happened, especially hearing about when he just looks up her fucking address and calls her and says, "Oh, you got 2 hours to get ready." That shit's creepy as fuck. I wish a man would. I'd be like, turn your fucking happy ass around and goodbye. Maybe I have some plans today, you piece of shit.
I think people are upset though. I can see people upset that this
being
mentioned about G. About G. Are you upset about that?
And G got rid of him as soon as he found out about this shit.
Okay, well, look,
as soon as
it
goes the same for 420.
I wish she was here. I wish she was here so so we could speak.
Donna, but I do want you to know. I just want to let you know, Donna, I'm definitely so sorry that experience happened to you. That shouldn't happen to anybody.
Terrible.
And if it ever came across like I was going to attack you or anything, I'm not going to do that because I have a heart. Against everybody, what they say.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you came
against
up here.
everything say.
I'm glad you came
is that I do have a heart and I do respect women, and that shit was creepy as fuck. Like,
that's crazy.
I agree.
You wouldn't even let her use the bathroom. He sent her a threatening DM to somebody. Take her to hell and back.
I'm just
like,
surprised.
No, I don't.
He went
like
OJ Simpson, man.
Oh man. So
like I said, if you ever think I ever attacked you in any way, Donna, it's
not at all
the case. I just, you mean, yesterday, I just have a different experience with those women. That's all I was saying.
Yeah,
and your experience
and I'm happy
different.
for you. You know, maybe they've changed or realized you know, I don't know. I'm just glad that you've had a positive experience with them. And I wish you the best and everything. But I have my, like I said, I have my own opinions based on my personal experience.
So, Donna, can I ask you a question?
And that's what I respect about you. You're not just sitting here. And that's the one thing I do respect about you is that you have your own personal experiences and that you've made that very clear. I respect that about you.
I don't follow what other people say. I wait and sit back and find out for myself and base my judgment on that.
That's good. Can I ask you a question though? Like, are you gonna like give G like the opportunity to speak on this with you, or like what do you plan?
Me?
Yeah, what do you plan to do, Donna? Like, are you gonna talk?
No,
to him about this, or
my hands are. I've walked away permanently. There's no going back.
Because I'm sure he's gonna respond to this later. I'm
sure he will. Yeah. That will be that he'll drag me again like he did last night.
I didn't know he dragged you. I didn't know he dragged you. I had no clue.
So, I just wanted to let you know that, and on my side of the things is that I am sympathetic towards what happened, and I definitely agree with you. That was wrong and disrespectful.
Bus,
that's all I came up here to say. Abraham.
Can I ask you a question, boss? Like you're part of the community. You're a woman.
Yeah, I'm home base.
You're a woman of that community. Do you feel comfortable and safe in G Mango's community?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be honest with you, yes, I do.
Well, there you go. Oh, well, I'm glad I could.
You know what I mean? And I just want to make sure that I understand everybody has their own experiences.
That's a good question. Somebody says, why did she get blamed for everything? Well, there's been a lot of shady activity coming out of there. That's why people are really concerned.
But people also haven't realized the shit that happened with 420. No one would have fucking known.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And if it wasn't for fucking G, I wouldn't have known. You wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Abe wouldn't have known. And as soon as he found out, he busted him
right
out.
It was actually because of two different people.
Well, then when H-Bomb came at me, then me and Dina went.
He was part of home base.
That's crazy.
G could have kept.
It was actually a female that a lot of people talk shit on, and they need to be thankful for.
Yeah, Julia and
I ain't talking about Julia. I mean, I'm not talking about Julia. Just
no. There was a lot of people. The women, the lionesses that everyone wants to call them, they're the ones that found it out and brought it.
It was drama rehab. Okay,
Oh right. Okay. Well, there you go.
It was Jody.
I wish Savage would have came up here, but Savage doesn't want to come. I want to know what their opinion is.
That's all I came up here. I'll see y'all later. But I wasn't gonna attack her, Abe.
Thank you for coming.
All right, call back again when you're in the Lincoln Tunnel again.
Oh, God.
How about you kiss my fucking white ass, you fucking asshole?
Okay, gossip. Listen.
All right, y'all have a good
one. Bye, boss.
Thank you, boss. You have a good one.
You too.
titties out.
Oh, God. All right, so Donna, listen, Gossip News Network asked me to ask you, he said, let Donna know if she's done with it. Don't ask me to delete a stream that deals with it. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but that's what he said.
Quinn, you need to understand one thing.
Quinn,
that title that you have on there says the facts according of what really happened between Donna and Ricardo. The last time I checked, you never reached out to me to ask me any questions, and you never reached out to Ricardo to ask him any questions. So how can you say it's facts?
How about this, Quinn?
Put yourself in my shoes for a moment.
Did you even listen to Donna's story on Lindy Live? You need to check yourself before
he already had his decision. He already had it figured out in his head that he was supporting Ricardo.
That's because he's horny for his brown sugar ass.
Well, and Quinn, go back and read on your channel. I left you a pretty lengthy comment, and that's I think you'll understand. Not the first one that I left you this morning, but there's something else over there, Quinn.
Look, do you want to be his gimp?
He even made a video about me, of all people. I can't believe it. I was shocked. Ugh. I can't believe it. I was just shocked. Like, seriously, like, anyways. So, what do you guys, what's the situation? I'm just surprised, Abe, you've been so calm about this. I'm surprised you're not taking up
Kim's
for...
just trying to not get Kim Fisher and Witty on his ass. That's why he's going along with Kim's ass.
Abe, how do you feel about this, though? Do you think, did you know...
I think that Ricardo's a piece of shit.
Did you know... No. Did you know that...
No, I left a comment...
Did you know that G dragged Donna, though? Did you know that G...
Wait, I didn't know about this, and she still didn't describe what he said in detail.
What exactly did he say? Tell us.
That's something that I'm just keeping private to myself.
Well,
like
I mean, is the screen still up in public?
It's still up, right? It's still up. Right?
I mean, it's not that private.
I'm just, I don't know. Because, like, I think he's trying to say he just wants to know what was said. He doesn't really understand it, but whatever.
I mean, he didn't call you no bitch or nothing like that. He didn't call you no mean names or nothing, right? G didn't do that.
No, not that I'm aware of.
Well, let's be straight up.
Well, right. It's unfortunate, that sucks that you having this issue with G, and I hope you guys can fix it at some point, maybe. Who knows?
Like I said, I'm just politely washing my hands of the situation, and I've walked away. I will not be going back there.
Okay.
Well, you ain't got to be like that, but still, though, I just say this: you in good hands with Lindy. She is a comforting soul.
Most definitely.
She will protect. She's a great protector. I see that.
She's been there since the day I got back from Vegas. I mean, and my girlfriends that I have behind the scenes that I'm close with that I've had on here for like 5 or 6 years. They're the ones that, swooped in to help with everything. My son was on standby to take an emergency flight to come in and handle everything. I mean, so I had plenty of help and support, and I'm still getting like an overwhelming amount of support now, and I'm very grateful for that.
That's great. Good. It's good to hear that. That's good. And seriously, Abe, I'm proud of you. I am. I thought you were gonna yell a little bit more. You've been good.
Abe has been so sweet and so supportive towards me, and just speaking up and everything. And I'm even Carlos, the goofy troll.
Yeah,
I mean, they've all had my back.
Really,
everybody is just really stepped up.
I've noticed that. Carlos is the one who brought this to my attention. So fucking
but he told me, he's like, I got you. I got your back. Anything you need, just reach out and let me know.
Yeah, for sure.
So Carlos is there.
Same thing. If you need anything, let me know. My email's in the description of every video, just so you know.
All right. Sounds good. Well, I'm going to step off the panel. It was good talking with you, Abe. Thank you, and have a good day, honey, okay?
Yeah, you have a good one.
I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.
Yeah, be safe. You have a good one.
You too, honey.
All right. So Abe, I appreciate you being here. You're good, man. You listen. You did
and
good
I'm
with
gonna
this.
give you your stream back. I'm going to exit stage right as well.
Well, thank you for coming up, man. You have a good one.
All right, you too. Peace.
Later, man. All right. Well, this has been quite interesting, guys. I was not expecting the stream to take this turn. You know what I mean? I was literally trying to watch, I don't know, should we just finish the true crime doc we were gonna watch? I don't even know. Should we just do that? I mean, what do you guys think? I don't even know. I'm not doing anything right now. I don't know if you guys give a shit if you want to watch it, if you want to end the stream. It's up to you guys. What do you guys want to do? We were about to watch, a true crime doc about somebody who was missing and stuff. Oh, yeah, it's a cult over here now, by the way. Yeah, Father Craig, all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Drink the Kool-Aid. It's all that. It's all good. Anyways, so what do you guys think? You guys want to watch that, or you want to end the stream? It's up to you. Oh my god. But yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, I don't know. I feel like later, G Mango's is gonna be upset though. He's gonna be upset. I'm proud of you, Abe, though. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. What do you guys think? You guys wanna watch some of that? You wanna watch? You guys want to watch? Let's watch a true crime doc. Fuck it, let's watch it. So what I was saying is, right? So I was trying to explain this to you guys so you guys understand why I was watching it, right? So it's a true crime doc, right? It's about this person. I think it's her name is, I'm sorry, what is it? Her name is Fawn Marie Mountain, and she disappeared in 2012, right? It's terrible, right? But like the person covering it, his name is Kendall Rae. Their name is Kendall Rae. They have like 3 million subscribers, right? And they mentioned this small person who did like a ghost box session like months back. Like he only had like 100 views on it. It's, I don't know. To me, it seemed weird to see like a channel so big calling out a channel like doing a ghost box on somebody who's missing who was like so small. It was just very strange. Yeah, no doubt, Donna. If you need it, then you let us know, okay? This community definitely has got your back. I appreciate you coming on. But yeah, so this is I don't know. Like, all right, so what do you guys think? So keep this in mind. This girl only had like 100 subs this morning, right? But then when the other person shat on them, they were like, "Hey, the family doesn't like this." Like everybody downvoted the fuck out of her videos and like telling her to kill herself and delete the video. You're fucked up. You're disgusting. Stuff like that. Like hundreds of comments, like crazy shit. Like I don't know. This girl's probably feeling like, I don't know, maybe she should be feeling like shit. I don't fucking know, whatever. But the whole point is that this girl's missing and she's pretending like she was talking to her and shit in Ghostbox, which I don't know if she thinks she really was. I really don't know. But anyways, let's watch the true crime doc so you guys can understand a little bit more. You know?
Cool. So if you are also into crystals like me, you can shop her site and 25% of your purchase will go right to her justice, which is really, really generous of her. It's really cool. She actually just moved to Colorado, so we're going to be doing lots of projects together in the future, but this is going to be an ongoing partnership for...
Oh, you know this girl? You know her?
Quite a while. Sometimes buying...
Wait, which one do you know? The Kendall Rae girl? The Kendall Rae girl? Marie? The Kendall Rae girl or the other one?
Crystals online can be really sketchy, but you can trust Jacqueline. She's super ethical about where she gets her crystals from, making sure that they're authentic. She's very fair in her pricing. She has a very wide selection of crystals, like every type you can imagine, and she...
Fucking crystals, man. People dig crystals for some reason. I don't know. You guys are nuts. Fucking buying crystals and shit. You guys are wild. Like, damn, dude. Fucking crystals and shit.
Has smaller, more affordable pieces and, you know, larger ones as well. She's super careful about where she sources everything from, and she has a great reputation in the crystal world.
She's got a great reputation in the crystal world. Yeah, no doubt, Donna, no doubt. Anytime. If you ever need it, then definitely let us know. Anybody in the community, they'll get a hold of me for sure. Or if you need me direct, just email me.
Really trust her. She runs her business like a...
Again, my email's in the description of every vid, guys. You know what I mean? And the Discord and stuff if you ever need to get a hold of me or whatever.
Boss, and I'm so...
Thanks again for telling your story. I know that shit's really uncomfortable. You know, I appreciate that.
Excited to be working with her. She's such a nice person. I really appreciate...
I'm just glad we could talk about it. And, you know, I don't know. I feel shitty about, like, a lot of people are coming and saying, like, they feel shitty coming from G Mango's community. I don't like hearing that. I feel bad, man. Like, I don't think G Mango's is producing this. I just feel like, you know, sometimes you get a bunch of bad actors, man. I don't know what to say about it.
Her donating 25%. That's quite a bit. So anytime you need to get crystals, you can use that code Kendall Rae and you'll be donating 25% of your purchase.
So what I was saying is, like, what do you guys think about this person? So imagine, so pretty much this girl, like, she did a ghost box video about this girl, you know, Fawn Marie Mountain, who was missing since 2012. But you got like this, you only got like the other person that got like the light shown on her from Kendall only had like 100 subs. I just don't understand why she didn't just DM her, you know, privately. I think it was just a little strange to do it out in public, because it really sent a lot of people at her in a really fucking hateful way, which I get. Like, you know, people probably found it disgusting that she was doing the ghost box to somebody who's missing. I get it, I do, but I don't know. I think privately probably would have been a better bet.
To Her Justice. If you haven't heard of Her Justice, they are an awesome
I mean, because she gave her views and subs, you know what I'm saying?
Organization to support.
At Her Justice, we provide legal services to low-income women in crisis in the areas of family, matrimonial, and immigration law. Last year, Her Justice provided legal services to over 3,000 women, and there are over 4,000
Oh, well, that's great. This is great. I mean, this...
children.
I got you right where I want you at now. You are going to get in trouble. Robin can dick suck Justin. I can go out with a black girl if I want to. I will sue your fucking ass off.
Thank you.
Crown, Royal Black, Crown, donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Don't knock my crystals, lol. My rings are all adorned with different crystals and stones.
Thank you.
We aren't crazy, but head lol.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Look, I think it's great. Whatever you buy in crystals, they're donating into this really good fund. So, hey, look, they're donating to Her Justice. Hey, buy all the crystals you want, man. Hey.
Let's make sure that our clients receive that access by connecting them with private attorneys from around the city so that our clients have access to the legal tools that give.
I mean, I think that's great. I mean, if they're donating some of the profits to this so people in domestic violence situations can get lawyers and shit, that's great,
Give them safety, security, and self-sufficiency.
I've been displaying a bunch of crystals that are going to be available on the day that this video drops. So if any of them catch your eye, go and snatch them up. So I like to start all of these family involved videos, even
yeah, I understand, Donna, for sure.
though there's not going to be family included in the actual video in this one. They will be looking at the comments. And this goes for all my videos, of course, but I like to really make a point of this on videos where I know the family is excited about this going up. They're looking for.
You know what's crazy? I looked into this, the girl Fawn Marie, her case, there was only 1,000 views on it before that. That's fucked. How did the police fuck this up that bad where nobody knew this was going on? This girl was missing for years and nobody even knew. It's fucked up. I don't know. It's crazy how people can fall through the cracks. Human beings, actual human beings, can fall through the cracks just because people are fucking lazy.
Support, and they're going to be reading that comment section. So just a quick reminder that not everything that you think needs to come out of your mouth or typed into the YouTube comments. It's really not helpful. There's always people with opinions on the victim, on their family members, what should have been done differently, judgment, speculation, and it's just really disrespectful and hurtful to the families. I've had several people who have come on my channel who have been hurt by this comment section, and every time it happens, it really breaks my heart because in a way I feel responsible. I'm bringing them onto my channel. I want this to be a safe place, and 95% of you, I'd say more like 98, are wonderful and are supportive and take the time to go follow these families on social media and send them well wishes and sign their petitions or fundraise or whatever it is. And I'm really grateful for my audience. I mean, you guys blew me away with the last family involved video. We did a ton of fundraising. I'll talk more about that later in this video, but I am really, really proud of the majority of you. I just want to remind those of you who have not been so kind to family members to just keep your mouth shut. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. It's just not worth it to write something mean to someone who's already been through trauma, okay? Can we just all agree to do that? Write whatever you want about anyone else, but the family of the victim and the victim themselves, off limits. So let's get into the case. Today we're talking about Fawn Mountain, which I think is such a beautiful name, Fawn Mountain. It's just music to my ears. Fawn's full name was Fawn Marie Mountain, and she was born on March 2nd.
It's just crazy that people do stuff like this. I've always thought of maybe possibly looking into doing stuff like this, but I've always thought maybe if I did it, I don't know if the family would be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What do you think? If you had somebody who's missing and somebody some random YouTuber covers it, I don't know if you'd feel good about it or not. So I've always stood away from doing this type of content. But hey, I mean, she seems like she's doing everything right.
1987, and she was.
I don't know. The shout out to that other channel though kind of makes me kind of iffy. But I see it. She seems like she's doing right things, donating to that foundation and stuff. And I think she's got ads on it, but she donates all the ad revenue, which is pretty cool too.
Raised with her brother Alan in the small town of Altoona, Pennsylvania, by her mother Dorothy and.
Lydia just said, "Can Abe talk more? His voice is sexy." What do you mean? Abe's not even on the panel anymore. Stop it. Get out of here.
Her stepfather. As a child, she was known to be very outgoing, adventurous, fun, sweet, caring, really good kid.
Fawn was an outgoing girl. She would do anything for anybody.
She was very close growing up with her cousin Bridget. They would do, holidays together, spend a lot of time together, and they kind of, got estranged over the years. I'll explain that a bit more. But as kids, Bridget said that they were very close and she loved Fawn. Fawn was also described as someone who was always willing to go above and beyond for someone, always had it.
Nah, there's no locale today. I don't know, I'm kind of like deviating from the normal script. I just kind of wanted to watch this person, name's Kendall Rae. They had like they're talking about a disappearance, Fawn Marie Mountain. It's just a very interesting case. I just saw her kind of shout out some other channel, and I just kind of wondered if she could have just done it privately instead of sending a bunch of people to hate on somebody. So it's just, I don't know, it got me interested in the case in general too. But so I guess there's that. It's just interesting. It's just interesting. I don't know. You think people would even find that acceptable if I started doing stuff like this, like covering stuff? I don't know. I don't know if people like that. Said she just went poof back in 2018 and she's still missing. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy how people can just like fucking just disappear.
I got you right where I want you at now. You are going to get in trouble. Robin can dick suck Justin. I can go out with a black girl if I want to. I will sue your fucking ass off.
Crown, Royal Black, Crown, donated $4.99 through Super Chat. There's a woman named Lauren Spira in Indiana that just went poof back in like 2010 and she still is missing.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah, thank you very much for the donation. Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. You say, wow, I'm really off today. No, it's all good. Listen, Marie, it's all good. Don't worry about it. You know, I like if you're not feeling that great or whatever, it's all good. Don't worry. I get you. You're not gonna have a great day every day, but yeah, thank you very much, Royal. I don't know. Let me ask you guys, if I did a true crime thing, do you think it would be normal and people would it be fine? Like, you guys think would anybody have an issue with that? I'm really curious. Like, if I covered something for like a straight like hour that was like very serious, would people accept that? I don't know. I mean, we've done serious stuff here, but that's like really, really serious. You know what I mean?
Anyone's back, was willing to give them a favor, help them out in a pinch. You know, she was just always there for people.
Go on with basically everyone.
But unfortunately, Fawn did face a lot of challenges and trauma in her early life. Her home was very dysfunctional, very chaotic, sometimes could be very loud and scary. And not only that, Fawn also faced a lot.
CGO paid me to get rid of that sound. It's gonna, listen, I'm sure it's getting old from people anyways. I'm starting to veer away from covering Rich Life anyways. Like, we're not going to be, like I said before, like, if you guys caught that stream where I was going to bring Rich Life back for you guys, I was literally going to give him a channel and throw him back on YouTube, and you guys were like, I don't want that shit. So I was like, all right, I was like, you guys don't want him back, then we won't cover him anymore. So we just decided not to do it. I mean, and I don't think I'm becoming predictable. I don't know, my channel, like I said, like, my channel is like a mix between like Jerry Springer and like Howard Stern, and live mixed together. I don't know. I like what I do. It's really random, and you don't always get the same thing. And I think it would be fine. I think I could do it like one off here and there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it'd be just interesting to mix shit up. You know what I mean? Like we're doing right now.
A lot of abuse, sexual abuse from people in her own family and family friends as well. So she developed a lot of trust issues, and it caused a lot of
I mean, I don't know. I was kind of like when I first started watching this Kendall video, I was a little weary of her. I don't know. I think she's a decent person. I think you're right, Marie. I think she's pretty decent.
Problems for her later in her
she seems like a good person.
Life. But despite the dysfunction, for the most part, Fawn seemed to be a happy person. Her friends in school never really knew how bad things were for her growing up because she just was such...
Listen, this video is long, but yes, we can finish it. We will finish this video.
Such a fun and happy-go-lucky person. She was involved in her school. She loved art and she loved pizza. She also played basketball and kickball, and she enjoyed swimming, riding her bike, and shopping at the mall as well. Fawn also gave out a very warm vibe. People felt comfortable with her. They felt like they could open up to her. She had gorgeous auburn curls, thick hair, blue eyes, and she was a very loyal person to her friends and family. And if someone ever hurt one of her friends and family, she would go crazy on them. She definitely had that side to her where she could be a spitfire. So like I said, Bridget and her were close growing up, and Bridget said that they were honestly more like sisters than cousins, even though Bridget was a little older than Fawn. Bridget ended up having a baby at 16 years old, and she was pretty scared, but Fawn was there for her through the whole process.
Fawn and I were already close to begin with, but we got even more close because she just grew so attached to my daughter.
When Bridget had her daughter, Fawn loved her. She loved kind of being an aunt to her, and it brought Bridget and Fawn closer together as well. Fawn also ended up getting pregnant.
Yeah, thanks, Marie. Her channel. She seems really nice. I can see why she's got a lot of subs. She seems to know her shit, and she's doing really good. Like, I don't know. It seems like she knows what she's talking about. Like, definitely. I don't know.
At a young age, a little bit after, and this happened with an abusive partner, and she actually had 2 babies with this person.
I'm sure.
And this guy really brought her down to a very low level. I mean, destroyed her self-esteem.
Like, I know I'm breaking away from this for a second, but like, I have a couple different videos that I've done. I've done an interview with a band I haven't released. Like, there's a bunch of other videos that I've done and I've recorded I've never released. But I don't know, maybe I should start releasing them and just say, let's leave it on my second channel and let's just say whatever.
Was horrible to her. He made her life miserable, so she ended up struggling so much through the abuse that she wasn't able to really get a solid job. And
sounds like a lot of girls I knew growing up, you know what I mean? They just go through abuse and abuse and it just keeps continuing, and they just go from one abusive relationship to the next, and just their life just, I don't know, just spirals and never seems to end.
And really fend for herself and take care of her children. So eventually she lost custody of both kids. Fawn was devastated, and she, unfortunately, like many children of abuse, coped with all of the trauma that she had been through in her life and the pain from now losing her kids on top of it by turning to alcohol and drugs. And this led to a series of abusive relationships. Fawn seemed to always end up with someone who would mistreat her or take advantage of her in some way. Eventually, Fawn got pregnant again with another abusive partner. This time it was a baby girl, and unfortunately she was stillborn. Her name was Kaden, and she was absolutely crushed by the loss of her daughter.
You have to go on Miss Turtle.
Fawn ended up having Kaden cremated, and her ashes became one of the most important possessions that she had.
Damn, it sounds like such a sad life, no?
She also got a tattoo on her back to represent her daughter that said R.I.P. Kaden with angel wings. So later on in 2009, Fawn ended up meeting this woman named Heather Dybert at a local spot in Altoona called The Island. And she really liked Heather, and this would end up being her first relationship with a woman, so she was really excited to experience something new. They had a very strong connection, and their relationship moved really fast. So fast that Fawn very quickly ended up moving in with Heather. Her mom, Dorothy, was pretty worried about
saying you're getting ready to cover Elliot Rodger. I'd be careful with that. Fucking YouTube is crazy with that type of content, like him specifically, because YouTube feels like he spawns, like, you know, other people like him, you know, fucking incels. Like, they're making like a fucking incel martyr type deal, you know what I'm saying? So I'd be careful covering that.
About her moving in with Heather, you know.
Like, I know a shitload about Elliot Rodger, and I could definitely cover it if I wanted to. Also about this dude Randy Stair, but like, it's just, you gotta be careful what you cover on here. This fucking site is crazy. Like, you know, like, they'll let you go on and on about something like this, but if you talk about somebody who does things like that, they just don't want you doing it, you know what I mean?
No, she's an adult. She can do whatever she wants. But she did say that there was something that was making her feel uneasy, that she just felt like Fawn seemed different. Also, I just want to say,
the thing is, like, she talked to her mother, so it seems like she's trying to seem a little bit more loving. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, it seems like she's kind of glossing this over a little bit more because she knows the family is watching this. You know what I'm saying? So she's kind of handling it with kid gloves. You see what I'm saying?
So many of you have been pointing,
which is understandable,
out that Bernie pants, and you've been worried about him. Nothing's wrong with him, I promise you. Bernie has very bad anxiety, and panting is like his way of coping with it. I think he yawns and pants all the time. Like, trust me, he's not hot.
Oh, what an interruption, right?
Our house is always freezing because Josh is a polar bear. He's not sick or anything. He's been doing this since he was a puppy, and he's been to the vet many a times. Trust me, way too many times. This guy has convinced me to take him to the emergency room for absolutely nothing like 4 or 5 times. So, trust me, nothing's wrong with it.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Roblox? Like, they just... The reason why they don't like people covering those types of people is because they spawn other people like them, and, like, it's fucked up. But their ideology, some people relate to it for whatever reason, and then they do the same thing, and it's just fucked up. These people are, I don't know, these incels need to get fucking therapy, honestly, but it's always the last thing they want to do. They'd rather go fucking kill people than do it.
I don't know why you pant. Why do you pant, dude? Bernie, why do you pant? But anyway.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. The new term is they want to unlife somebody. I forgot. You got to say that. Whenever somebody's like, you know, dies, you got to say they want to unlife themselves. That's the new term. I forgot about that.
Hey, Fawn said something really strange when she told her mom she was going to move away. She said that she was never going to come back to Altoona for some reason, which is strange because the cities are only 20 miles away.
She said to me, Mom, she said, can we go for a walk? And I was like, okay, we'll go for a walk. So we went for a walk. And she said, Mom, I said, what? She said, Heather wants me to move to Claysburg with her. I'm afraid if I go with Heather to Claysburg to live, she said, I'm never coming back to Altoona. Which she was right. She never came back.
So the two of them ended up living in several apartments together before they decided to settle in a trailer park in Claysburg, which is about 25 minutes from Altoona. So they moved into this trailer, and Heather's brother Mike also lived in the trailer next door with his girlfriend Stephanie. And then Heather's parents also...
Okay, so Fawn and Heather, the two girls that are together, they moved to a trailer and the boyfriend is on the side. I'm sorry, no, okay, so Fawn and Heather, the two that, you know, women that are in a couple, are on one side, and the other, I guess Heather's brother and, like, his girl, I guess, is on the other side. And that's what they're saying is going on at the moment, which, okay. And I guess she gets really possessive, like Heather gets really possessive of Fawn, which is, I don't know, a lot of people do that when they get into fucked up relationships. They, like, do fucked up shit like this.
Live nearby in an area called East Freedom. And their names are Mike Sr. and Lois. And they owned a butcher shop that was attached to their house. And Heather and Mike would sometimes work at the butcher shop. So Mike's girlfriend, Stephanie, had a lot of feelings about his sister Heather.
So the girl Heather, who's still alive, and we definitely know that where they are, their family owned a butcher shop, which is pretty fucking key. To me, that seems like if something happened, they might use that shit, because like they used to, like, you know, they used to butcher like deer and shit, and obviously other things, you know.
For a while, she felt a little uneasy about her, and when she met Fawn, she instantly became concerned because she could tell that Fawn was such a nice person, that she was very down to earth and genuine, and she didn't want her to get hurt by Heather. From Stephanie's point of view, Heather was a difficult person. She had a hard time keeping a job. She had seen her have a lot of outbursts. She knew that she could be quick-tempered, and she worried about Fawn. And get this,
Thanks, Joe.
4 other partners of Heather's from the past have filed either protection from abuse orders or restraining orders
That's a lot of orders. Like, that's crazy.
Against her over the years. And I've gotten a restraining order against someone, and it's hard to do. Like,
it's really not, but okay.
It's not just something you can walk in and get.
Yeah, it is. It is that easy.
Done. There has to be proof in most situations.
Not really.
Most judges are like kind of strict about doling those out. So 4 people were able to get restraining orders or protection from abuse orders. You know that a lot of shit has gone down with Heather in her past relationships, right? And as soon as Fawn moved in with Heather, she became totally possessive and controlling of her every move. She literally would never let her out of her sight. She would bring her to work with her sometimes and leave her in the car locked.
That's fucking crazy. Imagine bringing your, like, girlfriend or boyfriend and locking them in the fucking car when you're at work. Like, bro, that's on some other shit. Like, if you're doing that, why the fuck are you even bothering? You know?
And she would make it so that the alarm would go off if she tried to get out of the car, and she would know.
Wow.
So Fawn would just have to sit in the car and wait while Heather was at work because Heather didn't trust her at all. This also prevented Fawn from trying to get a job. She was stuck in another abusive relationship. And I know there are so many people out there who don't understand abusive relationships and think, why didn't she just leave? Why does she keep getting into these situations? Is it her fault that she ends up with these types of people? And you just can't understand unless you have been around someone who has been through an abusive relationship or you have been through one yourself, how hard it can be to break free from that and just what it does to you mentally after being beaten down by abusive words and violence and sexual harassment from her childhood for years, you know? That really starts to affect your self-esteem. And the rare times that she would let Fawn actually stay home alone, she would padlock the doors so she couldn't leave. And she didn't even trust Fawn.
Padlock the doors? What the fuck? Like, what is... Bro, that's some wild ass shit. I have never heard of that. That's like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you really look in any other direction when someone goes missing but the person padlocking fucking doors?
To answer the phone. She would have all the incoming phone calls to the house forwarded to her cell phone. And Fawn herself wasn't even allowed to have a cell phone. Heather wouldn't let her have one. She spent most of her time in the trailer or in Heather's car, locked in there alone. And
bro, there are so many red flags going on right now. It kind of makes me wonder what the fuck was going on. Like, why didn't somebody step in if they knew these things?
She was really losing contact with the outside world and becoming depressed.
I don't know, maybe somebody did. I don't fucking know. I wasn't there, but it just sounds like somebody should have.
She became isolated from most people, you know, really pulled back and was completely under Heather's control. And it's one of those relationships where Heather was the one who she depended on. She didn't have anywhere else to go. She didn't have any money. So she had to rely on Heather. So it was a very unfair dynamic. But since Fawn...
Yeah, I can see that. If you, like, rely on that other person and they're just locking you in the fucking house. Like, I know somebody right now who's like that. It's fucked up. Like, they I don't know, I didn't want to get into it. It's just fucked up. People can go through some fucked up shit in life.
I'd been through so many abusive relationships. This was kind of what she was used to. And in a lot of ways, she thought that Heather cared about her. And that's why she was so on her case. She was protective of her because she didn't want anything to happen to her. Many people who have been in abusive relationships are susceptible to falling under the control of another abusive relationship.
She didn't see it as control.
She's really covering this like wicked nicely. You guys noticing that?
She saw it as she cares about me. She wants to protect me.
And at first it was just the control and some verbal abuse, but eventually things turned physical. One day, Fawn was visiting with her mother, Dorothy, and she was wearing a sweatshirt and was using the hood clearly to try to hide something around her neck, and asked her to take it off. And when she did, there were marks, and Fawn admitted that Heather had choked her.
She comes down with this long hoodie on, and the hood was up over her head, and I'm like, can you please take that hood off? So she winds up and she takes her hood down real slow, and then she went like this. And I said, what the? And she said, Heather choked me out. And I was like, what do you mean Heather choked you out? She said Heather come home from the bar one night, was drunker than a skunk. She said she wound up, covered my hands, covered my feet, turned around, sat on me and took a rip to my neck. She had rope marks coming clear around her neck.
And this actually wasn't the first time that Heather had hurt Fawn. There had been a few times that she had to go to the hospital, and this wouldn't be the last time either. She did it many times. Fawn made several trips to the emergency room while she was with Heather, but she was stuck. She couldn't leave. She had no way to take care of herself. I mean, she didn't even have a phone. Heather had her so locked down.
That's what I mean. Like, I know somebody right now, like, they don't even have a fucking phone, right? And they're in a relationship where, like, anytime they try to leave, they just can't. They just really can't, you know? And, like, they try to leave, like, at a certain time of day. Like, it's just fucking weird. Like, some people go through some weird shit in life, and they just allow unacceptable things that keep happening.
From a social life, anything that just makes someone's life normal. She was taking all of that away from her, stripping who she was. And after so many times of Fawn going into the emergency room with these clear abuse injuries, they started asking her if she was safe at home and if there was any abuse going on.
Bro, it's all good, dude. Yeah, listen, Quinn, I didn't care if you covered it or not. A lot of people had a issue with the situation that happened with Negs, and a lot of people think that, like, that I didn't care or I was just, like, being a dick or whatever. To be honest, it's not it. I honestly wanted that situation to end, and, like, I wanted to help them do it, and it just didn't seem like it was possible, or some people involved just didn't really want to. I mean, to be fair, if they didn't want it, it's cool, I guess, whatever. Oh well, and it just kind of spiraled into something stupid, and I'd just rather not be involved with it at this point. I don't have an issue with Negs, I don't have an issue with DC Media either, it's just whatever, you know. I don't have an issue with them at all. And again, when it comes to Negs, I respect a lot of what he's publicly said about me and for, like, and taking accountability of, like, things he's covered in the past. So, like, I gotta say, like, I respect Negs for that. He hasn't been a fucking, like, piece of shit. Like, some people, like, you see, like, Queen of Spades, as soon as she's not around, she's a fucking asshole, you know what I mean? she fucking immediately starts talking shit about me, saying that I'm this, I'm that, I did this to somebody, that to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so look, I respect Negs. If he wants to be mad at me, that's fine. But like, to be fair, like I just respect that he's intelligent, not a fucking idiot, and just saying whatever just because he's mad. You know. But anyways, let's continue this. This is crazy. This shit's crazy. Again, it's crazy how some people like allow unacceptable things to happen. You know what I mean?
On in her household, and Heather did not like that, so she started taking her to a different hospital.
She went to the emergency room so many times she started going to different hospitals because they were asking her too many questions.
Eventually things
that's crazy, going to different hospitals because some people are asking questions at certain hospitals
got so bad that Fawn knew she couldn't stay with Heather, and several times she tried to run away. Fawn would literally have to escape from the trailer. She'd have to sneak out when Heather wasn't looking and run over to Mike's trailer where Stephanie was, because Stephanie really was there for her and was concerned about her. She knew how Heather was. When she would manage to sneak away, she would ask.
This shit's sad. It's making me want to help the person that I know that's going through this shit. This shit's fucking sad, man.
To call a friend to come pick her up, or she would ask for a ride over to her mom's house in Altoona. Now, Fawn and her mother Dorothy had a very strained relationship at times. They were a lot alike, and they truly did care for each other, but that didn't mean they didn't have their fair share of arguments and dysfunction. Every time Dorothy would express concern for Fawn and her relationships, Fawn would want to change the subject. She definitely didn't like talking about that stuff with Dorothy. And Dorothy loves her children. She really cares for Fawn, and she had that mother's intuition that Fawn was in trouble, that something really bad could happen, but she didn't really know how to do anything about it because Dorothy does have some cognitive deficiencies that make it.
She mentions here that her mother, Fawn's mother, has some cognitive deficiencies. I'm not exactly sure what she means by that, but I think she's trying to like imply that she didn't know exactly what was going on, and that's why this kind of got fucked, and people kind of took advantage of that. Like the police just let it go because they didn't have any pressure by the mother because she didn't know what she was kind of doing.
It difficult for her to see the entire picture, even though she knew that Fawn was probably in trouble. She didn't know how to go about helping her. And I don't want to get too much into that because that's Dorothy's private information, but I think it's important that you guys understand that.
Oh, thanks, Rory. I appreciate it. Yeah, this community is pretty peaceful for the most part. Like, there's some trolling here and there, but for the most part, it's pretty chill.
That she does have some cognitive deficiencies. Now, just like Fawn, Dorothy didn't work much, and she also didn't drive. Fawn didn't drive either. So they were both completely dependent on other people to take care of them for the most part. So one time when Fawn...
This girl's really observant though. Like, I don't think any of this was said. Like, I don't know, she says a lot of things that wasn't said to her by family or anything like that. It seems like she's kind of picking up on a lot of this stuff by herself, which is interesting.
And escaped the trailer and went back home to her mom. Dorothy was hoping that she would stay for good this time. But Heather wasn't the type to just let Fawn leave. She had to go track her down. She would figure out where she was at, whether it was her friend's house or her mom's house, track her down and bring her home. So one day in February of 2011, things were really bad and Fawn was desperate to get away from Heather. So Heather brought her to work with her and left her in her car with the door locked and the alarm on. Wow. But Fawn decided that she was just going to take the chance and open that car door even if the alarm went off and run as fast as she could. So she did. She opened the car, alarm went off, she takes off running and she finds a phone, calls her friend Jackie to pick her up, and Jackie was going to bring her to her mom's house, but first she was going to drop her off at the trailer so she could get a few things and then they would continue on to her mom's house. The reason that she wanted to go back to Heather's trailer is...
This shit's crazy. So, like, let me just ask you guys, right? What would you do, like, if you have somebody, right? Yeah, if you want, you know, just just email me. My email's in the description. I don't mind, like, you know, doing shit with anybody. I don't care. I don't. It's whatever. But yeah, like, what would you do if somebody's like, I don't know, if somebody's like in one of these positions where they're in, like, think about it this way: they're like stuck in this routine every day. They do the same thing, right? They're stuck in this position. They hate the other person that they're with, but they can't leave, and they only have like an hour of time every day to themselves to do what they want. You know what I mean? And the other person essentially just controls what they do by fear. I mean, what do you do to help that person? Like, what can you say? I mean, what do you do? You know, I don't know. And I'm being real, just like for the shit that I know about shit. I'm just like, I don't know, what do you do? What can you say to that person? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, I don't know. It's just fucked. These situations are fucked up.
Is because her daughter's ashes were there, and she wanted to get them because in the past when she had run away, Heather had threatened to dump them out. That is the most evil shit. So she knew she had to go back. She had to get the ashes. But when she got there, she realized she didn't have the keys to the trailer. So she decided it was worth it to break in and get the urn. But Heather found out about it and reported it to the police. Yeah. And you're not gonna believe this, but Fawn was charged with breaking and entering into her own property, and she was also charged with felony burglary and trespassing. She was ordered to pay $2,700 in fees, which was gonna be a lot for her, and she had to be on probation. So then after all of that happened, Dorothy, her mom, gets a restraining order in the mail, not from Heather, from Fawn. Heather had found.
So you think they have to want to leave? But see, that's the thing. Look, I know somebody in that type of situation, and they say they want to leave, but the thing is, like, if you offer them to try to help, they never take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're always like, oh, this is what they'll do, right? I'm gonna be real, because I've tried to help this person before. I'm like, hey, listen, if you need any help, I can do that, like, in person. I can help you, like, I can come get you, whatever, figure it out. But they just don't leave. They just don't. Like, they say they're going to, but they don't. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what to say about it. There's nothing you can do. You can't. You know what I mean? You can't. They're an adult. You can't be like, oh, just go. You know, it's just one of those situations. It's crazy. Like, I've dealt with it before. Like, it was like a full week. I tried to help this person every day to try to leave, and they said they were going to and just never did. You know. And it wasn't because they didn't want it. It was just because, like, they were just afraid. It was just fucking crazy, you know?
Found a way to cut off Fawn's only lifeline, only other supporter. And I don't know how that bullshit happened. I mean, maybe it's just different state to state with how easy it is to get a restraining order, because it's not like there was evidence of why she needed to be restrained from Dorothy. And I'm sure Fawn wasn't pushing that hard. It was clearly Heather. Heather had figured out how to cut out her only lifeline. And now Heather was really locking Fawn down. She wasn't even allowed to leave the trailer without her permission. She wasn't allowed to have anyone there do anything without Heather's permission. And she still didn't even have a cell phone.
What kind of life is this, dude? That fucking sucks, man. Fuck that.
Stephanie, her neighbor, tried everything that she could to help Fawn. She knew she was in a horrible situation. Luckily, their trailers were close enough together that they could open the window and talk to each other that way. So she was a huge supporter in her life. And after not being able to talk to her mom, she was really all she had left. But she wasn't even allowed to be talking to Stephanie. She had to do this secretly behind Heather's back. That's how strict Heather was on her. And during these secret conversations, Fawn said several times to Stephanie how badly she wanted to get away from Heather, but she didn't know how. She didn't have anything, and she felt so controlled. She was really stuck in that cycle of abuse where she felt like she couldn't break free. At this point, it had been a while had gone by. It had been so long since she had talked to really any of her friends or family. Now she hadn't talked to her mom in a long time, and Dorothy didn't fully understand what was going on, you know? Why was she getting this restraining order? And she no longer had contact with Bridget, her cousin, or any other family members. She was really isolated. And that's exactly what Heather wanted. And it turns out that the reason Stephanie was so concerned for Fawn was not only because she knew how horrible Heather could be, but her brother Mike, who Stephanie was with, was also very abusive to her. It seemed to just run in the family. And even Heather's parents were helping her keep watch on Fawn. One day,
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess all you can really do is just be like, hey, yeah, whenever you're ready to leave, let me know, I guess, right?
her mother, Heather's mother, drove past their trailer and saw Fawn talking to Stephanie through the windows and told Heather. So she boarded up the fucking windows. But even
I don't understand how this person wasn't even charged. I mean, they have to be the person of interest, like the person Heather. I know I don't like saying that publicly, but it seems like that's the case here. I mean, come on, let's be real. You know?
With the windows boarded, several neighbors could hear their fights outside of the windows. There were very chaotic violent, loud fights happening in the trailer all the time. Some people called the police, and the police were sent there more times than they can even count. And one time, several witnesses, including Stephanie, saw Heather choke Fawn so hard and for so long that she became unconscious. One time, Fawn got up the courage to try to run away again, but Heather followed her and almost ran over her in her truck. After that, Fawn ran away from her and escaped into a neighbor's house, but Heather followed her in and literally dragged her out and back to the trailer. And this went on for a while. And in October of 2012, Fawn got so desperate that she decided she was gonna make the move to try to get back to her mom's house, even though this restraining order was in place. But when she got there, Heather found out, and she contacted police, who arrested Fawn's mother, Dorothy, because the restraining order was violated.
I don't know. There seems to be some information here that we're missing, though, because that doesn't make any fucking sense.
And poor Dorothy had to spend 2 days in jail because of that.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that makes no fucking sense. Like, some of this story is being told, obviously, through the family, so I don't know if they're glossing over some shit, but I don't know. Some of this sounds completely unrealistic.
But despite the restraining order and spending time in jail, Dorothy was even more.
And I don't like to say that about someone, like, there's obviously someone missing or whatever, but it just seems like they're glossing over something. I don't know what it is, but, like, I don't know. It just doesn't make much sense. If somebody's in a domestic relationship and they leave to go to their mother's, if there's a restraining order, I just don't see the police, like, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It just sounds strange. Very strange.
More worried about her daughter now than ever. So she continued to call the police and try to get welfare checks on her as often as she could because she never heard from her.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely join. If anyone ever wants to join the Discord, definitely should. You're definitely welcome, for sure.
Thing said, there's something wrong. Call City Hall. Turned around, wound up, and they made the statement, Miss Mountain, we already checked. Your daughter's fine.
They made contact with her, and it has been documented in their reports that they did physically see her at her last known address at that point.
The last documented welfare check on Fawn Mountain was in November of 2012. Later that month, when Thanksgiving rolled around, Fawn spent Thanksgiving with Heather's family, of course. Over the holiday weekend, Heather's parents had to clean up their butcher shop and get it ready for...
See, this is where I think something happened. You know what I mean? Like, where they cleaned everything. Because they're trying to portray her as alive in this situation. I think she was already gone. I think they're trying to act like she was alive when they cleaned this place up. I don't believe it.
Hunting season, which started the following Monday. And over the weekend, that Sunday, Fawn, Heather, and Mike as well, her brother, all went over to the house to help clean the butcher shop. Yeah. They washed down the shop with bleach, sterilized.
I don't think that she was alive when this happened. I think that's the reason why they cleaned it.
Everything.
Which again, you should clean a butcher shop, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they do like top to bottom fucking things like they're trying to say.
Which is an important part of owning a butcher shop, obviously. When they were finished, Mike Sr. passed out beers to everyone as kind of a payment for helping out. And Heather didn't like for Fawn to drink, so she was very upset that they had given her a beer as well. But she didn't want to like freak out in front of her family, so Fawn was able to drink and she was having a good time. In fact, she was almost off probation. She had paid off a lot of her fines, so she was feeling really good and enjoying her night. After everyone finished up their beers, they said goodnight to Heather and Mike's parents, and then they all went back to their trailers. When they first pulled up to the trailers, Heather got out of the car and helped Mike unload something from his car. And
like, do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, none of this makes any fucking sense. I feel like something's happened where they're not telling us and she went missing that day, or something happened and we just don't know about it, and then they clean up the shop because I don't know, maybe it happened there. I don't fucking know. This whole thing is crazy.
Put it in his house, and Stephanie and Fawn waited in the car. They were just casually chatting, and Fawn mentioned to Stephanie that she was planning on having a relaxing night, watching some scary movies, and heading to bed at some point. When Heather and Mike came back from the car, Mike and Stephanie went into their trailer, and Heather and Fawn went into theirs. But sadly, this would be the last time that Stephanie would see Fawn. So that Monday,
So she's never seen again, but you guys cleaned the shop that very same day. Yeah.
November 26th, Lois and Mike Sr., their parents, came to pick up Mike and Stephanie to bring them back to the butcher shop to help out some more. And when they got there, Heather would
help out some more? What the fuck? What?
was outside smoking a cigarette. While they were waiting for Mike and Stephanie to come out of their trailer, they talked with Heather for a little bit. And when Stephanie and Mike came out, they thought this was odd. They weren't used to seeing Heather without Fawn. I mean, she literally brought Fawn everywhere with her. She thought it was weird that she had just left her in the trailer. So Stephanie walked up to Heather and asked her where Fawn was. And that's when Heather told her that she had gotten up to go to the bathroom at 3:30 in the morning and Fawn wasn't there. She said she looked all over for her, couldn't find her, and she was gone.
The thing is, though, like, before, whenever she left, you would spaz out and fucking go everywhere to try to find her, and now you don't give a shit. It's just like, whatever.
But she didn't seem to be freaking out in any way.
I didn't even know Fawn was missing or anything. I just thought it was odd that she wasn't out there too, because usually Heather didn't leave her out of her sight. And I said, you know, where's Fawn at? And she said, well, I got up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to go to the bathroom. She's gone.
And then Mike leaned over to Stephanie and whispered, as a joke, I bet Heather killed her. Stephanie knew that he was just joking around, but as soon as he said it, she felt a pain in her heart. She just felt like something was wrong.
Fuck, I gotta give it to this girl, Kendall. She knows how to, like, fucking tell stories. She's really doing good with this shit.
She knew that Fawn would come to her if she was trying to escape Heather, that she probably would have let her know if she was gonna run away. But she hadn't heard from her at all. She had no idea who she would have contacted for help. And Heather's behavior from the beginning was just bizarre, because every other time that Fawn had run away, Heather would track her down. She would go around the town, go to all of her friends' house, ask people if they had seen her. She would not let Fawn out of her sight. And this was the first time in 6 years that she suddenly didn't seem to really care that Fawn had run away. She didn't try to track her down. She didn't even call her mom to see if maybe she was over there.
Yeah, you knew where she was.
Nothing, which Stephanie knew was very suspicious from the beginning.
For 6 years, anytime that girl would leave her, I mean, she would be losing her mind, going house to house.
I just don't understand how she wasn't arrested. Like, it seems like that like the cops in this area just didn't give a fuck about anything, because this is so wild.
Seeing if anybody seen her or took her anywhere, or who leaves at 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of winter and doesn't take anything.
Soon, Stephanie got even more worried because she realized that Fawn didn't take anything with her. Literally.
She said if Stephanie is a trustworthy witness. But look at it this way, though. That girl Stephanie was dating Heather's, brother. So, I mean, she kind of, there's a reason why she could be invested in some sort of lie. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it that way. Even if she was, like, a trusted friend. Like, if you're a trusted friend, is in the other room and somehow they just get knocked out and die. Now, all of a sudden, the only thing that matters is your in-laws. You know what I mean? And you're going to try to figure out how to save your in-laws. And that's probably what happened, to be fair.
Literally nothing, not even her daughter's ashes. She would have taken Caden's ashes if it was the only thing that she brought. It was the most important thing to her, and she was so worried that Heather would dump them out if she left them there. So there's just no way that she would have voluntarily left without them. Also, this is the middle of the night, in the winter in Pennsylvania. She didn't bring any jackets. She didn't have a phone. She has no money.
Yeah, this makes no sense at all. Like, how did the police do nothing? I'm so lost of that. Like where are the police in this area? Like, what the fuck were they doing? Like, what the fuck? So crazy. Like,
where would she have gone?
Who leaves at 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of winter and doesn't take anything?
So Stephanie called Dorothy and told her that Fawn was missing and asked if she was over there. Dorothy, of course, said no. And as soon as she heard her daughter was missing, she contacted the police.
My gut instinct said, there's something wrong.
But she was told that Fawn couldn't be listed as a missing person because she was an adult. And then about a week after Fawn...
That's so strange they would say that. Like, I don't think that's actually, like, a thing. I don't understand why they would do that.
...goes missing, Heather's father comes over to her trailer and redoes, like, the whole thing. I mean, they, like, completely remodeled it.
So they remodeled the one she was in. So this all just sounds fucking shady. They cleaned the butcher's place, then they remodeled the fucking they remodeled the trailer. This is fucking crazy.
But she was told that Fawn couldn't be listed as a missing person because she was an adult. And then about a week after Fawn goes missing, Heather's father comes over to her trailer and redoes like the whole thing. I mean, they like completely remodeled it. They tore up the carpet, the floorboards, they put in new flooring. And this was all in the middle of winter when they had never talked about doing this beforehand. It was just all of a sudden they decided to remodel the trailer. And even though it was the middle of winter, they also decided to build a dog run in their backyard, and they poured a concrete slab for it. Now, I don't know if that's normal to do. I've never really seen a dog run with concrete in it. I guess some people would do it. I have a dog run in my back.
I appreciate that. I hope you guys are liking this. I don't typically do I don't typically watch videos this deep, but it's interesting. It is. Her video is really interesting. I kind of came into this thinking that she might be a little strange, but I get it. I get why she's invested in this story. You can tell she's really invested in it and she cares about it for sure.
Backyard, but it's on grass so that they can go to the bathroom. I don't know, maybe that is something that people do, but I thought that was kind of odd. Anyway, they never finished the dog run, but they did pour the concrete slab, which is weird.
They took out the carpet, the floorboards, like the plywood, like that's in a trailer. They took it out, ripped it all out, put all new like flooring in and everything.
And then a week after.
The thing that's crazy about this situation though is that there's so much time in between. Like the police didn't do anything, and they were just like allowed to, you know, do all types of shit. Like they could have had her body in like 3 different places at this fucking point. You know what I mean? Like, cause so much time has passed. You know, like, and yeah, murderers do that. They move bodies and shit. You know, cause they'll be like, oh, somebody might find it there, so they don't move it. You know what I mean? These people, I don't know. All this is fucking nuts. It's just wild to see that this actually even happened. It's just fucking, it's a crazy case to even hear.
After that, Heather packs up all her shit and moves to Ohio. And she really didn't have a hard time getting over Fawn or spend much time worrying about her.
That's actually a good point. The police probably just didn't give a shit because she had a kind of... Look, I know this is being like told in the eyes of like the family, so they're gonna gloss over some shit. Like maybe there was some drugs and stuff like that involved, or addiction, who the fuck knows. But I mean, she could have had like a little kind of sketchy past to the police, so they probably just didn't give a shit, you know, which is fucked up, but that's how the cops can be.
Her because 2 months later she met a new girlfriend in Ohio and brought her back to Pennsylvania. And then get this, about 6 months after Fawn went missing, their family decided to close up their butcher shop. Yeah. Wow. And they sold pretty much all of the equipment. Very sus. And when people would ask Heather about Fawn, she would give everyone different stories. At one point, she claimed that Fawn was in prison in Ohio, and that when the police had
Damn, this is crazy.
Called her to ask to release her back home, Heather refused. Another time she was telling this story to someone, and she said that the prison was in Arizona, not Ohio. Obviously, she was telling some people that she just left in the middle of the night. It seemed like she would just tell people different stories based on who they were. And she never alerted most of Fawn's family that she was missing. Obviously, her mother, Dorothy, knew she was missing, but like I said, she had some cognitive deficiencies and had trouble contacting people or making a lot of progress in all of this. And the police seemed to really take advantage of that. I'll discuss that more later, but not a lot of Fawn's family knew she was even missing, including her cousin Bridget. In April of 2000.
Yeah, it sounds like a broken family, fucked up past, you know, maybe some drug and alcohol use. I don't know. I didn't know her, but it's a possibility. I mean, people do that shit. I mean, people do drugs and shit, you know, fucking, I don't know. The cops just didn't give a shit and it just slipped through the cracks. And, you know, one cop probably retired at some point and fucked it up even more. Who knows? I don't know. Fucking, this shit's crazy, though. This is like real life. This is like real life playing out in front of us. This is what happens. People just amazingly don't give a shit about stuff, you know?
2015, Fawn's uncle called trying to look for her, and it was because her stepfather was in the hospital and didn't have much time left, and he wanted to say goodbye to her. But Heather didn't even mention to them that Fawn had left.
Fawn's stepdad was in the hospital dying.
Wow.
They were trying to get a hold of Heather. She acted like Fawn went missing and came back and was staying there and was telling her uncle and them that she was there.
Finally, a family friend decided to go to the trailer and actually look for her themselves. But when they got there, Heather confessed that she had left years ago. So her mom, Dorothy, ended up contacting the Social Security Administration.
She left years ago, and this was, how was this person not arrested? I'm so lost. Like, how are these cops so fucking stupid? I don't understand. Like, she was trying to say that somebody that she was dating years ago was still living with her, and then the the relative came by and, oh, hey, yeah, she left years ago. Like, how is that not, like, crazy fucking red flags? And, like, damn, this is weird. This is fucking some wild shit. Like, wherever these people live, like, you fucking surely don't want to go there, for sure.
And letting them know that Fawn probably wasn't getting any of her welfare checks. So they sent a notice to the trailer saying that Fawn had to do a face-to-face meeting with them in order to
yeah, if you join, like, there's like a link. There's a link in the description if you want to join and be a member. You can definitely join. You get a little crown next to your name for sure. And you get little emojis you can use in the chat. I think I'm going to, like, make some new crown things, too. The last person who made it was Phoenix, and I appreciate that. Shout out to Phoenix. She's dope for doing that.
Continue receiving these checks. And it wasn't until then, and I know this is hard to believe, but it wasn't until then that police decided to file a missing persons report. This is 3 years after she first went missing.
That's crazy. So they filed the first report 3 years later. Yeah, this case was fucked from the start for sure. 3 years later,
the report is finally filed,
like, and all that shit is already done and over. These people probably moved the body around and did all types of fucking crazy shit. Like, it's just fucked up, man.
Remember, her mom thought that she had reported it, and
it's like a life lesson right here. Like, don't trust other people. Is this what you should get from this?
They really took advantage of her and the fact that she has these cognitive deficits. But finally, the Greenfield Township Police Department decided to step in and handle the case. They interviewed everyone that knew Fawn and took official signed statements. But after that, they didn't do much else.
Yeah, there should be a join button next to the subscription thing, but if you can't find one, there should be one in the description. Well, let me see. I think there is. Yeah, there's one next to the Jerky Pro link. Yeah. Yeah, by the way, if you guys want to get a free tub of Maw energy drink, check out the link in the description. If you want to get some good Jerky Pro. I haven't said them in a little bit. Check out Jerky Pro.
Dorothy tried her best to keep on them, keep up with what was going on, but it wasn't long before the police seemed to notice that she didn't really have the ability to push back at them or understand fully what they were talking about at times. And so they took advantage of that and brushed Fawn's case off. Every time she would talk to them, they would just talk in circles, confuse her more, and the case never went anywhere. So it wasn't until June of 2017 when her cousin Bridget finally found out that,
like, keep in mind that like, they redid the trailer a week after she went missing, and they cleaned up the butcher shop the day that she went missing, and then 6 months later they sold the butcher shop and everything inside it, and then they made like a dog run outside of the trailer with some cement. Like, I bet you they probably had her there for a little bit, and then when she moved to, like, when the girl Heather moved, she probably moved the body too. I don't doubt it. I mean, it was 3 years. She could have done, like, all types of different shit.
Fawn was missing, and she was shocked. She had absolutely no idea that this had happened. She found out because another family member had given Dorothy a ride to the store, and she casually mentioned that she hadn't seen Fawn in years. So she obviously freaked out and she contacted Bridget. Over the years, Fawn and Bridget had really drifted apart, not because of anything bad. Life just took them in different directions, and Bridget had a baby and was very caught up in raising her children. Fawn, went into the party scene a little bit more, and they were just in totally different places in their life. So they sort of lost contact, and she had no idea she was missing for 5 years.
5 years?
Remember, Bridget had moved away, so there wasn't a lot of connection between their families after that. For her, that has been one of the...
Yeah, 5 years, and people, like, a broken home, shitty cops. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know where to fucking begin. There's so many red flags. It just seems like people just didn't give a shit, It's just, I don't know. I think that's the moral of the story right here,
The most frustrating things, because so much time was lost when Fawn really did need an advocate. And so Bridget's really stepped up and has tried her best to get as much attention on this case as possible and hopefully start to get things moving after all of this time. At the time, her and Dorothy were still connected on Facebook, but they didn't really talk. She hadn't spoken to her in years. But when she heard that Fawn was missing...
Yeah, I know, but, like, you gotta remember, like, Taylor, these people were fucking butchers, and they probably used, like, lye, or they probably... I don't know if they actually did use the butcher shop or what, but these people fucking, chopped up fucking pigs and fucking cows all day, every day. So, I mean, I know it's sick to say, but I don't know. Like, fucking, this seems like, I don't know. I don't think they're going to figure out what happened unless they get those fucking people to talk. You know what I mean?
Of course, she DM'd her and asked her what happened. Dorothy filled her in all about Heather and about Stephanie and how she had been an ally to her. So Bridget decided to contact Stephanie. Stephanie was super happy to hear from Bridget. She had been worried about Fawn throughout all of these years. So she immediately replied to Bridget and gave her number and said, call me as soon as you can. When I talked to Bridget on the phone, she told me about that call and how Stephanie is just still heartbroken over what happened and worries so much about Fawn to this day and what could have happened to her. She wants to see justice for her, and she just knew something bad happened in that trailer. So she started telling Bridget everything that she knew. The two of them talked for hours, and Stephanie told Bridget everything that she knew, but of course it had been 5 years, a little bit of it.
Like, I think Stephanie was the one who was in the other trailer who was with Heather's brother. So I think she started to feel bad because she knew something was up, and I think she told as much as she could. But I don't know, I feel like there's more to it. I think she knows there's more to it, but she just doesn't tell people. I don't know. The situation is fucking nuts. The more and more I hear about this, it's just sad, but I don't know. She does a really good job telling these fucking stories. I can see why you guys sub to her. I can see
it was foggy, but it didn't take long for Bridget to realize just how bad things had been for Fawn in her last few years. So Stephanie started to help her get names of people who might know information, and Bridget started just contacting people and trying to put together her own investigation. Every person told her that they already gave reports and everything that they knew to the police, but all that information was somehow gone. That's right, records just magically gone somehow. Bridget also realized that the initial investigation into Fawn's disappearance was pretty terrible. There were so many possible leads, so many loose ends, things that didn't make sense that they just did not bother to follow up on.
Greenfield Township dropped the ball, big time. This could have been investigated way further and more in depth.
So Bridget decided to contact the police herself and talk to somebody. And that's when they told her that the officer who was on the case had left years ago and no one was ever reassigned to Fawn Mountain's case.
That's crazy. So yeah, so an officer left and then no one reassigned it. That's fucking wild. Yep, just a case of people just not giving a fuck.
And not only that, they found out later that this police officer had actually been fired along with the police chief. So that shows you what kind of department they're dealing with here. They told her that they would get back to her when they figured out what was going on and how they were going to move forward the case, and she waited, but no one ever did. She called again and demanded answers and really started pushing back at them, and that's when they finally just said, you know, no one's on our case and we're not going to put anyone on our case. Also, all of the original files, even signed witness statements were...
Yeah, it's good that she's covering it though, at least because now people are getting, like, if you put this shit out there and you put pressure on them, at least they'll do something. I think it'll at least try, I don't know, it'll show them that people want to fucking see what happened. It's sad shit, man. It really is.
Just gone. No one knew where they were. It was such a shit show of an investigation. It's just sad hearing.
Like, imagine if this was somebody in your family. Imagine that. Like, you know what I mean? That's all you gotta think about. It's just fucked up.
About things like this.
I got in touch with the Greenfield Township Police to find out what has been done thus far. And by that point, nothing.
So obviously, since Heather had mentioned something about Fawn going to jail, Bridget decided it would be good to contact different jails and see if she had ever been there. They checked all the systems and databases, and there was no record of Fawn staying in any of the prisons that Heather had mentioned.
I did a lot of my own legwork.
Yeah, because it's fucking bullshit.
And phone calls and meeting with people and finding out what they knew. I know Greenfield Township did database searches throughout all these states, because then there was at one point Arizona. She was supposed to be in Arizona, according to Heather. All of these states, they checked the databases and nothing.
So in August of 2017, something good finally happened. The state police ended up getting involved, and Bridget said they have been so much better to work with, and they care much more about figuring this out. The trooper who's leading the case...
I would have lost all hope at this point. These people just are a joke. Like, the police are a fucking joke in this area. You know what I'm saying? Said the deep cleaning of the butcher shop. Yeah, I don't know. The concrete. Yeah, pad and the dog run. Yeah, I think maybe they had it probably buried, and then when she moved, she probably moved it again. Some people do that shit, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This whole thing is fucking fucked up. It really is. It's sad, man.
Case right now is named Trooper Martini. She has been a big contact for Bridget to work with along the way, and she's done a much better job of keeping Bridget and Dorothy as well updated on what's going on. So although Stephanie and Bridget strongly feel that Heather was involved in Fawn's decision.
Just really think about this. Who the fuck remodels a trailer? Like, yeah, guys, this trailer's fucking dope. Let's remodel it. Like, I don't know. It just seems like the last thing that would be on my mind. On fucking. To be fair, a lot of people just fucking just get the. I don't know. A lot of people just burn them or get rid of them or trash them. A lot of people don't give a fuck about trailers. So remodeling it kind of seems like fucking like a crazy idea to me. Like if I was living in a trailer and somebody said that to me, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You want to remodel a trailer? What the fuck? Why?" That's what I would say. I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Disappearance. The police had no solid evidence of that, so they didn't have a clear person of interest, but they did say immediately that they suspected foul play.
We're going as far as even stepping out and saying we suspect that foul play is involved with this.
Since Fawn's disappearance, like I said, Heather moved on. She had a new girlfriend who had kids, and they were all staying with her, but eventually that woman also got tired of the abuse and ended up leaving and filing a restraining order against Heather. So the pattern continues. And this time, Heather was actually arrested and charged with felony strangulation. But she ended up pleading guilty to lesser charges, so she was only given 24 months of probation for that.
Crazy.
This woman actually ended up marrying Heather. So she left the state when all of this happened without even getting a divorce. And as far as anyone knows, her and her kids are still in therapy trying to...
That's fucked up, damn. This whole thing is sad. It's almost done. Royal, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad you were enjoying, like, you know, the community and shit. That's great. I hope everybody is. I like seeing new people come by, and I was just like trolling when I was like on drag stream for like a minute, and I was like trolling them for a second. I was just wanted to fuck with them and see if anybody came over here. I don't think anybody did though, but it was interesting to fuck with them. I acted like I was all mad and shit. I was like, why aren't you banning these people? You should ban them. They're talking bad about me. You should ban them. Like, you should go back and watch it. It's kind of funny. I'm like, ban these people. They're talking so bad about me. How dare you talk about me like that? Like, people were talking mad shit in the chat. I'm like, oh my god, ban that person. It was interesting. You guys should go check it. You check it out when you have the time. But anyways, let's get back to this.
Cope from all the trauma they experienced while living with Heather. Then in fall of 2017, Heather is evicted from their trailer. And according to a witness, Heather completely stripped the
there's probably like 10 minutes left, tops.
Trailer before leaving. She pulled out wires, light fixtures, anything she could. But whoever this witness was that saw her doing this wants to remain anonymous because they are also...
Whoa, let's go back. What did they just say? They saw her do what?
Their trailer. And according to a witness, Heather completely stripped the trailer before leaving.
Damn.
She pulled out wires, light fixtures, anything she could.
Yeah.
But whoever this witness was that saw her doing this wants to remain anonymous because they are also afraid of Heather. Once Heather was gone, the police were able to search the property. They brought in cadaver dogs and they excavated the concrete slab that was in the backyard, thinking they might find remains. But unfortunately, nothing was found. Bridget was very hopeful that maybe Fawn would be there and they could finally put an end to all this, but that was a big disappointment for them. And then after all this, the trailer and...
Yeah, it was really funny, Marie. Like, there was a bunch of people in the chat saying, you know, what people say when they try to get at me. And I'm like, I can't believe you would say that about me. Oh, my God. Like, they were like, is he high? Like, they were all, like, shocked. I don't know. I've never acted like that on the stream before, but I just didn't give a shit that I was on it. I just wanted to fuck around. You know what I mean? Like, literally nothing I said on it was real. I was just kind of being an asshole. So you ever thought about covering YouTubers getting sued, like Critical K and Katie Joy? I've thought about that. Like, honestly, like, I'm not even, actually, I don't even know if I want to talk about this anymore. I don't know if I want to talk about it publicly, but, like, as far as, like, YouTubers getting sued and stuff, I mean, it's fine and shit, and you can cover it, but, I don't know. I'm at the moment, I'm frustrated myself. Like, I'm looking into this shit with, like, Repsol at the moment. I'm just fucking, it's aggravating the fuck out of me. But in any event, I mean, you could, but it would just be an ongoing thing that would just go on for a while. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if people would be that interested in that. But I think I might just start switching it up every here and there and do different shit. I think this was interesting. I'm actually surprised more of you guys stood and watched this as long as you've been here, to be fair.
Ended up being torched. And there were a lot of rumors that Heather did it for obvious reasons, but it was actually the choice of the trailer owner because it was left in such bad condition. So I guess this is a common practice to just burn ones that are beyond fixing. So eventually Bridget decided to try and contact media stations and get some awareness on Fawn's case. She and other family members did several interviews and there were a few news stories, but it wasn't enough. And unfortunately, cases like this often attract some of the worst people out there that just want to take advantage of victims. And Dorothy was a good person for some people to take advantage of.
This is where she mentions the channel with like 100 subs. Just keep that in mind, because I just think it's really strange that she did this publicly. I just don't know why she would do this publicly. I mean, it's a channel with 100 subs. I mean, you could have just been like, you could have just given them like a little tap like on Twitter and be like, hey, can you delete that shit?
You know, she was a mother who also was easily manipulated just by nature, but was also desperate to find her daughter. So this YouTuber, Nebula's Diary, claimed—
Sorry, they got like 400 subs. So they got like almost 500, so they don't really have any views. Like all these views have like 60 views, like 70 views. But if you watch, because she gave her like, you know, attention, now they have like fucking, you know, like 12,000 and shit. So it's like, why do that? Why? You know, I don't know, whatever, fuck it. I don't know what to say. I really don't. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it was okay? Like, she's just like, whatever? I don't know, whatever. Ugh, God. I don't know. Yeah, this is it. If you guys want to see it here, I'll give you guys a link to the one I'm watching right now. I think I'm gonna dip because my shit's about to freeze. I can just tell. Wait, what the fuck? That's so weird. Hold on, wait. What the fuck? That's so weird. Hold on. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Oh, this is. I was even clicking on the wrong one. Okay, here we go. All right. So this is the video I'm watching now. Just keep watching it for now.
that she contacted Fawn's spirit using a ghost radio and other paranormal tools. And I see this all the time. It is so wrong, especially without permission from the family, people that are making it as content for others to view. I mean,
you don't know who that is, Abe. Do you really know who they are? Come on, stop it.
It's just, there's a line and that's crossing it. Her mother got hopeful and thought that she was really making contact with Fawn. And she told her a terrible story of what she said Fawn was telling her happened through these devices. She told her that Heather murdered her, used her butcher skills to chop her up, put some of her remains in concrete.
But to be fair, like, Kendall, like, the story, the way it's told, I mean, it doesn't really lead any people to any other decision besides they think that's what happened. You know what I mean? I mean, like, listen to what she just said. She's like, she was told that she was chopped up and then put in the concrete. I mean, the way it's told, are you left with any other conclusion but that?
Happened through these devices. She told her that Heather murdered her, used her butcher skills to chop her up, put some of her remains in concrete, and then put the rest in meat and sold it. Not only that, this YouTuber told Dorothy that she knew that the police knew exactly what happened to Fawn and that they were just keeping it secret from her. And poor Dorothy believed her. Dorothy ended up calling Bridget nearly hysterical, thinking that this really could have happened.
I mean, honestly though, like, when you guys listen to this, do you think anything else is possible? I mean, it really seems like, I don't know if she sold it. I don't think she sold any of her remains, but I think, like, something fucked up happened, obviously. I mean,
happened. So Bridget told me that she started freaking out too. Like, at first her rational side told her, you know, it's probably not, but then she started trying to contact Trooper Martini and see if there was anything like this going on. And
wait, you actually know who that is? You actually know who Nebula is? Get the fuck out of here, Abe. Really? Seriously? You know who they are? Go look at their channel right now. They're getting like so many people are yelling at her right now. Go look at it. It's ridiculous. Like, I mean, honestly though, I mean, like, some people are just pissed. That's why you shouldn't do Spirit Box, like, actually, like, trying to talk to people. It's just, I don't know. You said her stream about Ancestry Inc. selling your DNA with the other countries was interesting. Seriously, bro? I don't know. You be fucking with some weird people on the internet, bro.
And Trooper Martini was actually out of town and wasn't answering the phone, so Bridget herself started to get worried that maybe this was true. But when she came home, she assured Bridget that she would be the first one to know. Their family would be the first to know if they knew anything close to what happened to Fawn, and they truly didn't. Many psychics
Thanks for stopping here, Nicole. Hope you're having a good day.
Contacted Dorothy, and they were all telling her different things. So it got so bad to the point where Bridget had to step in and block a lot of them from being able to contact Dorothy and monitor who was talking to her, because it was affecting Dorothy so much. I mean, it's just terrible that there's people like that who will take advantage of a family. And they have asked this YouTuber, Nebula's Diary, to take down the videos about.
But the thing is, like, it's like the screenshot she showed in Nebula's Diary, there was like literally only like 60 views. Like, do you see what I'm saying though, guys? Like, what's the point of shining a light on them? Because now they have like 12, 13,000 views. Like, here, look. Like, this one's fucking, what? Let's see. Let's see how many it has. I'm fairly certain. Look, this one has 13,000 views. Here, look. You know? Like, come on. It had like 60 the day prior. It had 60 views the day prior. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, this session is meant to, help, and it's for research and information purposes only. Laughing because this is insane. Okay. So Fawn left her because of a fight. Dorothy, her mother, ended up spending the night in jail because of that. In jail because there's a restraining
They're
order.
saying her mother's very gullible, but like, I'm trying to figure out, what does she mean? She took advantage of them how? Because she didn't really like specify.
On her, that Fawn had on her. I imagine it's because Heather wanted it on her mom because of the possessive, controlling relationship. But in any case, she spent the night in jail because of that, and that would be the last time she saw or spoke to her daughter Fawn, and that is just terrible, heartbreaking, and terrible.
Wait, is she gonna?
Okay,
I think she picks up these sticks.
I need you to know
Here we go.
that.
Look.
I have 20 questions, and they're not in order. I'm just going to go over them down the list like I made them.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, question number 3. Fawn, did you take your own life?
Uh-oh.
No. I'm going to reposition my thumbs because I felt myself trying to get my thumbs in a more comfortable position. So
Yeah,
I'm
right.
going to ask that again, and I'm going to be as still as I can. Fawn, did you take your own life?
The sticks, they're moving!
No.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Thank you, Fawn.
This is getting serious.
Am I speaking directly to Fawn right now?
This is all my fault.
I gotta not twitch. Sorry, guys. Am I speaking directly to Fawn right now? Yes.
Oh, yes? Okay.
Thank you. Fawn, if you need help answering any questions from, the energy
What
of
the
the
fuck?
angels, they're more than welcome to help you answer questions, okay?
You're talking about angels,
Thank
girl?
you. If you could go neutral, please.
Angels? What?
Okay, Fawn, are your remains in Claysburg, Pennsylvania?
Oh,
Are we
man.
gonna find them in Claysburg,
Oh,
Pennsylvania?
man. Yeah, exactly. Let's just blame me. It's just the easiest answer. Yeah.
Did Heather have help with your murder?
This is fucked, yo.
Did Heather have any help with killing you?
This is why she probably shouldn't have, like, I don't know. She needs some bangs? What do you mean? Why, you don't like her forehead? What?
Okay, that looks like a no.
You ain't about the head. You ain't about the head. Look at, she's got a prominent brow. You know, let her live. Yo, let her have that prominent brow. What's the problem?
Did Heather have help covering up your murder? Yes.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my
Fawn,
god.
did you leave your house on your own free will? Like Heather said, did you leave at your own free will?
Bro, what are these things even supposed to do? I don't understand. How do they do this? Like, how do these things move around?
Fawn, are you with Caden now?
Yeah, it is interesting. Check it out.
You don't need crashes anymore.
You know what's crazy? The reason why I was drawn to it is just because of the drama that she was like, I mean, I guess, I mean, whatever, sure. I mean, look, she made some drama on Twitter, so I was drawn to it because I was like, this is very strange. I saw like a YouTube with like 3 million subs, kind of going at like a channel with like 100 to 500 subs. I just thought it was kind of odd.
About Fawn, but she refuses. So it just pisses me off so much. So in June of 2018, Bridget felt like they really needed to build a support group. So she started a Facebook page. It's called Bring Fawn Marie Home. And over the years, she's been trying to raise awareness about Fawn's case. And Bridget and her other friends have also posted thousands of missing persons flyers. They've even designed t-shirts and sold them to help raise money for things like billboards. And this year, in February of 2021, the Facebook page grew from only a couple hundred followers to over 7,000. And Bridget has no idea how that happened, but they're
If you guys are interested, you know, here, I'll put it in the chat. If you guys are interested, check it out. I think this is the Facebook. Hold on. Fuck. What did I just do? I just made the chat like fucking huge. Okay, hold on. Okay. This is this the Facebook page? I think so. Here, check it out. If you guys are interested, check it out. I don't know. This is pretty much the end of the video. I don't know what those sticks do, but listen, she's got a bang issue. Like, she doesn't have any bangs. I think Evil Abe needs to help her out. You know what I mean? She doesn't have any bangs. You know? They're copper and sensitive to energies. Okay. Dozing wands are common, especially for water witching. So are they real though? Do they do anything? Or is it just, you know, BS? Like, what do you think? I've never used them. I've just used the ghost box. Like, I literally have one over here. Hold on. Shit. Well, I literally have a ghost box right here. You know what I mean? But I don't think you should be like, oh, hey, this person who's dead, are you here? What happened to you? I just think that's a really, it's like, I don't understand how that makes sense. Like, just because you said someone's name, you're able to talk to them. That makes about as much sense as I'm like, hey Abe, do you have bangs? Like, if you're not here and I'm just saying it out into the world, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. You're not connected to anything. How the fuck would anybody know? It just doesn't make any sense. You know, like, bro, grow some bangs and don't worry about them wands, yo. You know, don't worry about them wands, girl. Grow some bangs. You know? But listen, if the fight unfolds more, I'll let you guys know. What the fuck? This case is, though, pretty crazy. You guys check it out if it interests you. Which I think a lot of you guys were interested in, right? Why isn't this working? Is this like... is it batteries dead in this? Oh, it's missing one battery. Fuck. Who took a battery out of it? Assholes. Anyways, alright. She bangs. Yeah, anyways. Here's the link if you guys want to check out this video yourself. I mean, we already watched all of it, pretty much. But I'm gonna get going. I'm actually pretty fucking tired at this moment. It sucks. Ugh. Thank you guys for being here this long. Damn. A lot of people use them. You should have sleeves for them to lessen the chance. Oh, okay. Look up. I will. I'll look it up. I will check it out. I've never used them myself, though. I mean, it just seems like a crazy thing that would never actually work. To me. Anyways. You know? You have them? You have those? Oh, wait, do you want... What, you have the sticks? No, you don't, Marie. Stop it. You do? Oh, my God. You guys are crazy. I got some, like... I have some crazy, like, people in this chat. You guys are nuts. Listen, you guys... I'm going to have to group you in real quick with fucking this one over here real fast. Marie, do you have bangs? Are you all right? Are you okay? Do you have bangs? Marie, are your bangs okay? Do you have bangs? Anyways, yeah. Listen, I'm busting balls, but like for real, I don't know. It's sad shit, sad story, sad state of police not giving a fuck. It really sucks. Anyways, said some people have used dosing rounds to find water to dig a well. Wow, that's crazy. Old Myers also use them. Wow, that's crazy. Huh. Yeah, well, that's crazy. I never knew about that. I'll have to look into it. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day. Thank you to everybody who's watched this as long as we did. It's crazy. And welcome to everybody who's new. Royal welcome. If anybody wants to join the Discord, feel free. If anybody came here from Drag Stream where they watched me act like a psychopath, you know, I'm not really a psychopath. I was just kind of being an asshole. Anyways, you guys are great. I'll talk to you guys later. We've had a crazy stream. It's been all over the place, huh? Think about it. We had Donna and Abe on at one point. Then when we went through, what did you say? My chat's behind. Shh, you don't know what you're talking about. Hold on, let me see. Oh, it is. Anyways, so we've done a lot today. We've done a lot. Anyways, you guys are great. I'll talk to you guys later. Really, you guys are great.